super simple. I taught myself the
Dark
bee
colors,
stitch, whatever that was.
Yeah, I do the
you
I was so happy.
basic.
holes in the stitch. No,
It's really pretty. You did a good job on it.
It's really pretty. I've always
thank you.
wanted to do the zigzag, but
I
that seems
am.
like way above my like attention
Yeah,
span.
I was gonna say I would love to be able to do that, but I know that I can't even do a basic one, so
Yeah.
I mainly more have trouble with the crochet because I'm left-handed,
yeah.
and like 98% of everything crochet is for right-handed. To the point where if
Well,
you're
that's
left-handed, there's
That's a
certain ways
nice
that you
idea.
should
Thank you,
either
best
go
damn thing.
over or
that's what
under
my
that
niece
was like
was.
vice
My mom's
versa,
left-handed,
Yeah.
what
yeah, and she's
right-handed
been
people
trying to
do.
teach me to do crocheting. I'm like, Mom, I can't do that. You're left-handed. So I went when I was in high school. I was 16, and we had to do home ec, and they're like, "Well, you need to pick a project." Well, I said, "Fine, I'm gonna do crocheting because it runs in my family." They're like, "Well, there you go." So I've been crocheting for 30 years,
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I
and
feel about
I finally
sewing.
I want to
Yeah,
try
me
a
too.
zigzag pattern. I found one. Sorry, in a crochet book, and I was like, "Oh yes."
That's awesome. Maybe one day I'll be able to do it.
You're allowed
But
to
I don't
talk,
really
love.
take the
I'm
time to
sorry.
do it,
Talk.
so probably not. I'm not used to
You
this. I'm
okay?
usually at work. I know, well, usually isn't this many people in my stream either. But I'm
That's
glad
true.
you're here, Sparky. I hope you feel better.
If I talk too loud, tell me to shh.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's echoey in the head here. Yeah, because Heidi's like, shh, you're talking loud. It's echoey in our room, though. A little bit.
Yeah, it happens. That's okay. I'm just glad that some things messed up in the beginning of the stream because then you guys didn't really hear the street sweeper that decided to roll by right at the opportune moment. I was
Well,
like, really? This early?
my vacuum came on,
Well,
so
at
I had
least
to
it's
turn
not
it
a.
off.
At least you did this on the Monday afternoon because they have a generator here, and I kid you not, when it kicks on, all the dogs start barking. It's like, oh my dear God. Mm-hmm.
You could take a nap later for sure.
That's
It's
okay.
a
Just have a
Wednesday.
child in the house that shrieks, and then you just got to worry about your neighbors thinking you're either abusing the child or something's going on, and he's just happily like, screaming to the top of his lungs.
Oh God, and they call the police on you.
Yeah. Yeah, my child was a screecher. He still is to an extent. Occasionally.
They're like, they're
Here's your
beating their
phases.
child. No, he's just in there playing.
Well, what's really funny because so when we first had him, we lived with my husband's parents because it's COVID, things were crazy. So we
Yeah.
lived with them, and we would. It was so nice in the house that we would always have the doors open, like just the screens locked, whatever. And so they're friends with neighbors. They constantly go over to the neighbor's house, have drinks,
Yeah.
whatever, chill out, and he was commenting on the volume of our child across the street,
What?
going, "Are you beating the child? Like, what's going on?" I'm like, "No, he's just happy. He just screech
Get the
and
phone over
screams."
here.
And then my husband started doing it, and I was like, "You wonder why he can't stop."
He started
Can you please hear
screeching?
that? You're eating this
My
damn
husband
food.
does random noises. Yeah,
Nice. That's gotta be fun.
it's. I was like, "You wonder why the child's not going to stop doing this? You do it."
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, Heidi. You just have that next to it.
What now?
No, Heidi, we have the wrapper on it. Take that off your wrapper. What is your wrapper? Thank you. You don't want to make yourself sick. Huh? I'm just saying, don't do that.
Mhm. Don't think I'm going to end this the way I thought I was going to.
I'm taking a quick eating break.
Okay.
No, I'm here.
What was wrong with the LG? Why couldn't you get it hooked up?
I'm just gonna do this regular.
Stone before noon. Is there any other way?
There's no other way. And ditto on that Sparky, because that is how I survive. I'd rather do that than pain meds.
Yes, for real. These pain meds are hell.
I don't even know what anyone's saying. You have it like that.
It's taking me forever to get the seam out. These pants are
Smoke
constructed
weed
very
every
well.
day.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hump
Are
day.
they? And
It's hump
they're
day.
jeans, right?
Yeah, they're
Where's
jeans.
Jack?
Oh God, yeah.
I
Jeans
think
are
they're
real
Wrangler.
bad.
Yeah, they're Wranglers. So I was
Oh
gonna say, I
shit,
think
my
they're
phone's
Wranglers.
froze.
So they tend to double up on their threads. I
Mhm.
think for Levi's, Wranglers.
Yep.
Is wrong
Um.
with your phone, Heidi?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll literally rip a seam and then realize there's
There's
another
another
seam
seam.
right
Yeah,
under it.
there is. There is two seams. But that's good though. That's the way that you should make these damn clothes so they
Oh yeah.
last you longer. But you know, this is literally the first pair of jeans that I've ripped
Where's
that
that?
have been this way. All the
I had to
other have been
refresh it.
just zip zip done. And it shows because like when
I
you
think
buy
it's
stuff
up
now,
and you couldn't see
it really
that.
sucks.
So I don't know what anyone said.
Clothing is very cheaply made these days.
Oh yeah.
Sybil, what's up? Yeah, we are. I'm actually ripping the seam in these jeans. I'm making some memory bears and I'm using my dad's clothing to do it. So I gotta rip the seams out of
Oh,
them
they're
and
so cool.
then I'll have to flatten out the fabric and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm at this phase in my life where I'm thinking because I can sew, I might as well either find some stuff that's thrifted and like change it up
Hmm.
or just make my own
That would be cool. I wish I could do that.
because I'd rather deal with that than
Have
clothes
cheap
that rip.
clothes.
I go through I'm so clumsy. I go through clothes on a regular basis because of how clumsy I am.
Mhm.
So, I'd
Sorry,
rather have
Sybil.
something that's gonna last.
I thought that was Sparky that was talking to me. I'm sorry I missed that. I hope you're doing good. Sorry, I missed her and I didn't even know it. How you doing? Oh man,
Okay, we'll see if my machine actually wants to cooperate with me today.
I'm sure it will, 'cause it loves you. Everything's cooperated so far today.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm really honestly surprised. My machine has kind of been sitting dormant for like almost a year. And I don't really think I've cleaned it actually.
That's not good. I probably need to
Um,
clean mine to be honest. I haven't done it in a
well, I
while.
think I replaced the needle right before I stopped sewing. So I'm not super worried about the needle right now. But it's like I don't even know how I want to look in there.
It's just thread. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Everybody else is talking about like getting their machine serviced in my other friend group that crafts. I'm like, I haven't gotten my machine serviced yet. Oops.
Put that right there, I guess. Or actually, probably over here would be better because I'm gonna be sewing in a little bit. Going to be sewing. So, what is everybody else up to today? I'm gonna have lint all over my floor after today.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, no. Uh, Needles definitely hurt the fingers.
Animal Crossing? Yeah.
They can.
Oh yeah, I have never actually hit mine with a sewing machine, but I've come close.
I tend to get more
There
of
it is.
the screw shaft right here where your housing comes off.
Uh-huh.
I tend to put my right finger right up underneath there, so I get my pointer finger and my right hand sometimes jammed, but I never
Yeah.
get really the needle.
Yeah. That would suck.
I've broken a nail on the needle before because I got close,
Oof.
but that was when I was a kid.
Yeah, it happens, but I'm very careful not to get mine. Now, when I was doing quilts, I almost got mine a couple of times because the thickness of the quilt, I was pushing it through and
Oh
didn't
god,
realize how close I was to the needle, and I almost got my hand a couple times.
I've definitely poked myself with a needle. That hurts.
Definitely. It's gonna take me forever to rip these freaking jeans.
Especially the deeper you go, well, the more you have that like weird sting that lasts for a couple days longer.
Oh yeah, and that throbby feeling.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. The other day I was telling Heidi, I said, it's like doing a crochet club, even though everyone's doing a little bit of different crafts. At least we're all coming together, or all sitting here and
Oh
collaborating
yeah,
and just
Sparky.
having
It's
fun
an
doing
end.
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Not a
yeah.
lot of people craft, and it gives us time to get to know each other, and I like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I've
Even
thought
if I
about having like a week. I don't stream very often, but I've thought about having like a weekly Discord crafting session.
That would be cool.
that would be awesome.
You should definitely do that.
Hell yeah. Y'all are
Unless we
invited.
get a chance to use
Anybody's invited, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
that
it's
would
fun.
be,
I
and we
do
can get
crafting
something for
streams.
our
I've been
phones so we
trying
can
to
both
get
do
more
it.
into it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
spent quite a
into it.
few
Always
We
years
into
are.
being able
crafting.
to.
I am too when I'm not working.
She's like, I gotta go to fucking work.
I
Well,
I'd rather be streaming. I mean, when Allie's sitting here on stream, I'll pop in at work and just watch it a little bit
Yeah,
when I can.
that's good though.
I'd
That's
rather be
that's the way
here
Solid is.
streaming
He's
though.
working. He's working at work today, so he can only come in when he has time. Cause he can't just watch my stream all day while he's at work.
yeah.
I could get through 15-minute breaks in a half hour, but I take off my half hour and just do 15-minute breaks.
Nice. River, what's up? Welcome
And then my
in.
half
Hi,
hour,
River. Sorry, she's
How's
one of
it
mine.
going? Nice. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in.
Come join the
Work
cast.
sucks. Work sucks. And yeah, Sparky, it is powerful enough to go through your finger. Definitely. Especially depending on what kind of needle you're using at the time.
Yeah, my grandma could probably tell me some horror stories. Sure, she has. I probably don't remember most of them.
Yeah, my grandmother
That's
worked in a
where,
sewing factory. So,
yeah, that's how my family started sewing. Was my grandmother was a
my
seamstress for 25 plus years.
my grandma and great
yep,
grandma
same
used to
here.
sew, and that's how
My
I learned
grandma
how
was
to
my
do
whole
it.
life.
She cleaned out her house. I think she's got like 10 or 12 different machines crammed in there somewhere.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
My grandma also liked
You
to
could
sew,
sew
and she's
yourself
like, I
up,
could
yeah.
teach you how to sew, but I didn't have the patience to sit there. I'd rather have the patience to sit there and crochet.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm glad you like to crochet because it actually runs in your family. I'm like, oh, it does. She's like, oh, yeah, I'll show you. And she
Yeah.
started pulling out things. Those old days, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want to learn how to make that. So I actually taught myself how to make it. So now I know how to make it. And I've been helping Heidi do the same thing, which is these here. Voila. Her little masterpieces.
I know how to crochet, but I mean different
Oh
patterns.
yeah,
You
she
know,
was showing us those earlier. Those are cool.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love how she the themes that this lady wanted, and it's like, oh, that's so cool because we love the Pioneer Woman.
Yeah.
And then this is a theme as well. This is a hunter fisherman theme, and
I'm
you
gonna
can
stab
tell you got the
myself with
hunter
that.
color. And then we also have one where it's going to be like an antique looking one, and then we have a Nightmare Before Christmas one.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm down for the Nightmare Before Christmas.
That looks pretty cool too.
I'm
Yeah,
totally down
we
for
are
it. We're
too.
so
I've got
into
some
it
Nightmare
so
Before
much.
Christmas fabric behind me, but I haven't done anything
Much
with yet.
love, Sybil.
That's
Appreciate
so
you.
cool.
So you could literally sew yourself up. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you can have like a
Yeah.
whole, you know, what do you call that show? The weird show where they sew you to your butthole? Human centipede.
I thought you meant like fashion show for a second. I was like, yeah, they sew models into clothes all the time. You can't go pee pee for a while. Tough luck.
Nope, I was talking about something even grosser. So
I
much
got you now.
love. How are you doing, River? Sorry about that. You going to the hospital after trying to sew yourself up with a sewing machine. Yeah. Excuse me, can you please rip my seam?
Yeah, I wish you well on that call, River. I do. Sending my wishes with you.
Okay, no worries. I appreciate you coming in.
Sitting here watching you guys do this. I want to pick up my stuff and start crocheting.
Probably
have
get a
to
kick
hold
out
the
of it.
phone.
I mean, there's nothing saying you can't prop the phone up like against your leg or something.
Yeah.
I can't because the way we're sitting in here and the dogs and everything, it's
Well,
gonna be
maybe
the
a
way.
dog would hold still. Come here, Lacey.
You
Lacey
can
can just
get
sit right there.
a little tripod thing. You can get one for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Use it for when you do stuff like that. That's what we did.
Yeah, I want to get one. I had one, but it broke. I was like, oh, damn it.
Well, I'm the tripod
Yeah.
today to hold the
If
phone up.
you're looking for one that's somewhat sturdy, I recommend. Let me see if I can find it. Something like this. So this is my little mini guy. If I can do that.
Yeah,
It's metal. It's
that'd
metal
be perfect
cable
for a
that
tabletop or
bends,
something. For
so
sure.
it doesn't
Yeah.
break that easy.
That would
Yeah,
be
we had a
perfect.
plastic
And
one.
those are
It just
fairly cheap.
broke on us.
Yeah, we had a plastic one that broke on us.
The one we have is metal and but it's one of the ones that you can sit on the floor. But we do some IRL streaming too from time to time, so that's why we got that.
Yeah.
Where
I've
would be
got-
a good place to get one at?
We just got ours
One
off
of
of
those.
Amazon, honestly.
Yeah, I got mine
Oh.
off of Amazon because that's where I ordered my camera from, and it came with my
Mhm.
camera. But I was looking for separate ones, and they had some like that.
Thank
I
you
would
for the
say
hype,
Walmart
LG.
might carry something like that, but you might have to have like a shipped thing for it. Because I know
Probably.
Walmart now carries items that they don't necessarily carry in their stores.
Yeah. That is weird too, I think. They started doing
Target's doing
that
the same
when
thing.
COVID happened.
They're trying to compete with Amazon.
That's weird.
They are. Everyone is.
That's how they're doing it. Is they're partnering with other like retailers. Not really retailers as in like stores, but like manufacturer places and like other companies that do different products that they don't necessarily carry in store. So they ship directly from that other company,
Yep.
which I think is interesting. I heard some of the Best Buys are going out of business, so you might be able to snag a deal from them.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know
Best
that
Buy
about Best
usually
Buy.
has decent deals anyway, in my opinion. I mean, of
They
course, there's
do.
some expensive stuff there, but they usually have decent deals.
Yeah, they have a decent warranty program if you order appliances and stuff through them.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of appliances through them.
Their warranties on their TVs are not bad.
I don't know if I've
Back
ever
in the
gotten a TV
day,
there.
I got a sweet car system for my little red car at the time. I really picked it up. I love going there for their CDs and their video games.
Did you? Yeah. That was back in the day.
Yeah.
CDs.
I still have a whole case of CDs somewhere.
Yeah.
I actually have some cassettes too somewhere. I just don't have a thing to play them anymore.
This one has 3 freaking scenes, for Pete's sake.
I had one of those like 6-in-1s that had like the record player, the cassette, the
Yeah.
CD, the plug-in,
I did it all. Yes, we
Yes,
get
we
it.
did
We
it.
used
and
to
then
have one
it
of those.
broke because it sat in
Yeah.
storage for a
That would
couple of years.
be a cool thing to have.
And I
I'm
haven't
just glad we don't
replaced it
have
yet.
VCR tapes because those things messed up and your VCR got stuck.
Yeah.
I still
I'm
have
glad that
a.
VCR tapes are gone, honestly.
I
They
used to
still
just
too.
like
get
they
tips
still make
of
the
like that
attachments to
too.
them to like download to digital.
The
So if
audio
you
tape
have like
one.
Yeah.
old home videos, you can
Mhm.
take them from VHS to do digital.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have a like
Uh,
a not a VHS, but the smaller one. It was it's not a micro, it's a J or a G or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like a half the size of a VHS for
Mhm.
like a video cam recorder. And I
Oh,
have
I
a
know what you're
tape
talking
yeah, I know
that
what
about.
you're
my
talking about.
The little
I have a tape
videotape
that
video camera.
my grandma gave me that's apparently of like my family, and I can't view it. I really
That
want to view it.
sucks. Yeah, there's a few things I would like to transfer over too, but I just
And oh
haven't done
my
it yet.
gosh, let me tell you about music because there's something I want to say. Nowadays people are coming back with the big vinyls. It's like what? They got new vinyl machines so you can still
Yeah.
play your vinyls. It's like what?
Yep.
That's so old school.
Yeah,
to do
I saw
that.
one at Costco when we were there at Christmas time. They had a
Uh-huh.
pretty nice one in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
And
bought a
it's like
modern one.
What you been up
yeah,
to,
that was
Julie?
like it was so funny because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they still make those things.
Honestly, I liked it. So I grew up with vinyl records.
We did
Even
too.
though
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s, I was a 90s baby, but my parents still had vinyls. They still played vinyls.
Yeah.
And so I grew up listening to that like staticky noise, and it's calming. I like it.
Oh yeah, like the white
I don't like
noise.
skips.
Yeah.
Definitely don't like
I was
scratches.
gonna say, I
But
don't
that
know.
little
No.
crackling noise,
I could live without that.
Yeah, they call it white noise.
yeah.
Your vinyl players from the 70s or 80s? That is awesome.
Just talk like you're doing with me here.
But
That's all you gotta
I've
do.
got some
Shut up.
vinyls in a tub somewhere. I just
I
don't
think
have
I've left
anything
home
to play
somewhere.
them
I think
yet,
so.
unfortunately.
70s or 80s? That would be cool. The
I
one I
had
saw was a new one, a newer model.
I had Pink Floyd. I had The Wall, and then I had Animals on record.
Awesome.
And I don't know what happened to them between like the 10 million times I moved.
I only have one vinyl, and it's the one that my grandfather gave to me. And I don't even know what the name of
I don't have
the
another.
singer is. It's an
Well,
old, like from the 30s, something.
I'd like
Wow.
to collect them. I used to
That's definitely
a little
probably
bit.
something collectible.
It's probably scratched all up by now. I
I
have had it
want
since I
to
was
do
little,
it.
I
so
Get
do.
a vinyl.
probably didn't take the best care
Get
of it.
one of these vinyl ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
And just
even
start
in
collecting
some bad
old music.
condition, some of the rare stuff is still kind of worth it.
Yeah.
But even though it's still memento probably more than
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't get rid of it. It's been up there this whole time. It's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, well,
I was
that was
telling
no
Lucy
fun.
the other day that we had a library of movies. And we have about probably if we were to put our library of books, it would be like a library of books but with movies. It would fill up probably 2 bookcases
Or more.
or
You have
more.
300 vinyls? Holy shit.
Wow.
No. Or
No.
No, I was
not
talking,
vinyls.
Becca said that.
Oh, someone else said
Yeah,
that.
Becca
My
said
bad.
that. No, 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 no.
That is a lot of records.
For real.
That is a lot of records. Oh my
It is.
goodness.
A whole lot.
I was talking about our movie collection. I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
I was reading chat too.
Yeah, I didn't realize. My bad.
All good.
But yeah, we would if you had like 2 big full cases of bookcases, we would fit all of our movies in 2 of them. So that's pretty cool.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have space for all that in my house. I don't have space for the shit I have now.
I have space, I just don't have storage. That is what I lack.
Right now, all our movies are in storage.
Yeah, storage, yeah.
Everything pretty much is, except for certain things.
Yeah.
It sucks when you gotta live out of storage.
I know.
Yeah, I've had to do that. That's not fun.
No, it's not.
Eventually, we'll get our stuff out of storage. I miss our stuff because we're very organized. And I was specific of what I wanted in the room, and I can't find half that stuff. It's like, oh crap.
And the fun part is when you finally get out of storage, I found that you tend to end up getting rid of a lot of things that were in storage because you're like, I didn't use this, I didn't need this.
That is true.
I think out when we finally moved out of storage, at least me and my husband, I think we ended up getting rid of like actually half of our storage because I was like, we don't even use any of this stuff. Like we haven't used this in like 2 years.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I went through when we moved. I went through and threw away a bunch of stuff because it was like that. What does it look like, Becca? Did you like it? How was it? I think I'm just gonna leave the pockets on and maybe try to do something with them. I don't know.
Ooh, you could put the pocket on the tummy.
Yeah.
I just can't cushion this one back. I think I'm gonna switch
So
project.
then you could like put something in it.
Yeah,
Put a
that's true.
little heart or something in the pocket.
Oh, this one
It's
wants to cramp my
gross.
hands. Single
She
stitch.
says it's gross. That's funny.
I'm switching projects. That one wants to cramp my hands so bad because it's a single stitch, and this one's double. I crochet double stitches faster.
Yeah. I'm gonna go turn the iron on real quick so I can iron this out. Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh yeah.
You real if
But
you
there's different kinds of stitches, and it's just like the smaller one. The smaller it is, the more your hand wants to cramp up. But the bigger the stitches, it's like you can go, and it goes really fast.
yeah.
It's so weird. With certain projects, I can wear it fast, but some, like those blankets, because they're single crochet, it's like takes forever. It's like, where does it go? Where does it go? And it's like, okay. And then you gotta count the stitches and making sure that you have the right amount. Because if it's not, then you're taking it apart. And the other day I had to take out 6
Yeah.
rows. I was like, no.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That sucks.
See, my constant struggle is I don't use a pattern, so I'm constantly refrogging everything.
Yes.
It's not fun.
Always having to frog everything. I'd rather whip it than sit there and frog it to death.
Yeah.
They
It usually takes me like 4 or 5 times of frogging it to figure out how I really want it done.
they throw
I
the
do the
diapers in the
same
floor? That's
thing.
gross. Yeah, I don't
don't
know if I'm too
recommend that.
interested in it.
I just noticed with when I'm working on that pot holder, I'm just about done with that one part so I can attach it.
That's
Are
cool.
you? That's good.
Yeah. I'll probably do that later on whenever we get a free chance to do anything after the stream. Right, we're gonna be busy.
Yeah, but I can take the camera and point it on you too.
That's okay. Right now,
I'm gonna
I
go
might
iron
thank
this
you.
real
I'm
quick,
letting
guys.
you. It's okay right now.
Oh, yeah, it's okay for right now.
It's okay for right now. You can do it.
I'm right now just trying to relax from working, and I'm here enjoy listening to you guys and watching.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
We're
I'm always
glad to
working
have
with
you
my
here.
hands. I'm always working with my hands all the time, anyways, with being in a nursing home. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
I don't know if I want to do it this way or if I want to do this way. I'm always doing it.
And I know, Allie, you're wanting to get that started, so I thought maybe at least give you a chance.
Yeah. I have to change it up now and then. I don't. Should I do it behind or together? Probably together.
Together.
I don't feel like doing the backwards with this.
No.
Just lint
I
rolling
can't
and
remember.
stuff. Just got lint all over it.
So
I
Lucy,
can just get backwards.
this is one of the last projects I've done.
Hold on a
Still
second.
needs the eyes, but
That's pretty.
Let me see.
Oh, that's cute.
a little lovey.
Oh, how adorable! That's
I need to make
sweet.
2 of them. My son called dibs, even though this is for somebody else. so,
Yeah, seriously.
so
Oh
I
my
definitely
God,
have to
we're
make another
the
one.
same way. We'll
But
sit
yeah,
there
that's
and
the
cross
newest
and the
stitch.
dog will lay on it.
That's the newest stitch that I just learned the other day. So I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Adorable.
That is cute. I love it. Could have lived
But
without
yeah,
another life stage. No joke. I don't understand why they had to add the stupid life stage anyway.
I taught myself to crochet when I messed up my foot. So it's like I
Yeah, I remember
cannot
you telling me
not
that.
craft.
Yeah,
I
I
have
remember
to
you
do
telling me that.
something.
If I couldn't sew, I probably would try to figure something else out. But here lately, the only time I want to sew is when I have some type of special project or something to do like this.
Yeah. Have you thought about doing like just blankets that you can like donate
Hmm,
to keep crafting?
maybe. I
Because
did
there's
it at
definitely
one
quite a
point.
few organizations that'll willingly take blankets and then they'll take them and give them to kids in the area.
Yeah, we had the Cancer Society. They donate stuff like that, and I thought about doing that,
Oh
but
yeah, especially when it comes to crocheting as well, because I've noticed that people want not just blankets, but they want hats because of
yeah,
chemo.
yeah, my
Mhm.
dad
And I
they
love making hats
donated
because
a
it's the
bunch to my
funnest,
dad.
fastest thing to
Talking
make.
about donating, we can actually, I think where I work at, we can make up things and donate there too.
That's cool.
That's
Oh, nice.
awesome.
Yeah, I technically have a Project Linus thing that I was working on before my foot went kaput.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, that they take local blankets and they divvy them up to kids in need,
Mhm. That's
whether they're
nice.
in the hospital or like they're underprivileged or anything like that.
That's cool.
So I've got like a
That's
bag set
awesome.
aside for that I was working on.
Becca, how much was the pack? Yeah, I have thought about doing it, but just haven't gotten into it yet.
But yeah, they've been around for a while too. Not
There's a
only
lot
that
of
with the
places
Cancer
like that
Society.
around here.
Yeah, I think Salvation Army also does something like that. There's even places where even if you don't want to craft the blanket or whatever yourself, you can still donate supplies to do it,
Mhm.
which I
That would
think
be
is
cool.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like,
That's
I
so
don't want to
awesome.
do it, but I'll give you some stuff.
Yeah.
We know that
Any
place
extra
that's home
craft
right there
supplies
at
you've been hanging on to,
103.
you can't figure out what to do with anymore.
We can,
Yeah, that's true.
they can donate it to that and they'll sell it in their store, but it won't be much.
I love this show.
Big
What
love
store?
to you, Boomer. What's up? Devilish, hello.
Um,
How's it going?
they
Oh,
have a
you
little
haven't
Hi
store
seen it?
open
guys.
at the nursing home
Yeah, I seen that it was
from
out,
one
but I didn't stay yet.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
they
Welcome in.
sell
I
their,
appreciate you
you
guys
can
coming
donate
in.
it and
Boomer.
they'll sell it in their store for people to buy,
Oh,
but you won't get nothing for it. So
that and if you don't want to do like a big organization, you could always do find one of the women's shelters or something in the area.
Yeah, that's true.
They're always willing to take donations usually, especially if they're
Very,
handmade.
very true. Alright, so I'm gonna make the ears and the sole of the feet in the blue jean material, guys. This is what I cut the blue jean material for. What's up, Boomer? Boomer says, hey, ladies.
Hey, Boomer.
Hey,
hey,
Boomer.
Boomer.
Played the base game update. Yeah, I was gonna watch the trailer, but I didn't have time to. I was trying to set up all this stuff today so it would work properly, and yeah, you know how that went. $40? Oh, it's an expansion pack?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is an expansion pack. I can't wait to get it.
Hmm. Well, that's a lot of money for a pack, but we'll see what happens.
I think right now, EA is doing a 50% off until the 23rd. It's a spring sale.
Oh, really? That might
Yeah,
not be
I
a
don't know if
bad
you
deal
guys
to
have
check
noticed it.
into.
I've been,
Oh, here it is.
yeah,
This is the pen I was talking
few
about.
times I've been, the last few times I've been streaming, I've been mentioning it. Hey, let people just letting you know, EA is doing a sale, spring sale until March 23rd. So you better go get what you need for your games.
Yeah. I've missed that, I guess.
Yeah, when you first go in there, at least on our side, it shows a huge Easter spring sale. I was like, ooh, cool.
Sweet. I'll have to go in there and check it out. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I was playing a little bit of Fortnite before stream, and I almost won. I got second place. By
Nice.
myself in solos.
Nice.
And the only reason that I didn't win was because the build mode was turned on and I didn't know it. And this asshole kept building around him, and I have no idea how to do that shit. And he was building brick walls. And I was like,
Oh,
what the
jeez.
hell? Where did he go? Where did he go? And so I can't find him anywhere. So he's like tapping me like left and right. And I did finally get to him, and I hit him a couple times, and then he got me. I was like, God bless it. I
Boomer
almost
asked
got
what
you.
we're all making.
Boomer
We like
asked
to
what
make
you're all
all
making.
kinds of
I'm
stuff,
making
Boomer.
a memory bear, Boomer, out of my dad's clothes. It's gonna kind of sort of look like this, but this is a bunny. I'm making a bear. I don't know how well that can be seen, actually. There we go.
Oh, this is
It's a little
turning
bit
out
better.
really pretty. This is turning out pretty.
It is. It is
One
pretty.
second.
And I am making
then-
some Easter pillows.
Yeah, I was in build mode. It sucked so bad. It didn't bother me at first because they were actually like laying ramps everywhere, so it made it easier for me to get around. But then when he started building shit all around him, I couldn't find him anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not doing anything right now, but I'm actually making pot holders. This is the finished product of some of them right here. But I'm in the process of finishing one. This one right here is just about done with this piece. And it'll look like this, and then I'm going to be sewing them or crocheting it together to make it like these ones.
I want to try to hunt down another one of these when I'm making a shawl with this.
Unfortunately, I can't crochet at the moment because I have to hold the phone because we don't have a tripod to hold the phone up with. And if I did,
This is gonna be a shawl when it's done.
I like
This
those
is
colors.
starting.
Those are really pretty.
Yeah, I know. And then Boomer would probably appreciate this. Look at this. Check this out. Hold on. So we have to hold on.
Why is it a penis?
No, but he would like the colors, I think.
I'm joking.
I mean, he might like it.
I don't know if he does like penis,
He doesn't.
actually. Only his own.
Right.
I don't know. That'd have to be a question for him, I guess.
But this is supposed to be a full-size blanket throw when it's done.
I'm trying to show it off a little at a
That's
time.
cool.
Starts from one end to another.
I think I got it.
And then also have, like I was
like the
telling,
zigzag pattern a lot.
me too. And then I was saying that I'm making 2 other throws like that. Boomer. I've got 2 other color themes. I'm doing Nightmare Before Christmas theme, as well as an antique one. It's like different. That's like white, beige, and then there's a patterned one that has a mixture of the colors. It's so pretty.
Thank you, Boomer. This is nice, all.
Aw, thanks, Boomer.
But yeah, I'll have to get it out of build mode next time because that was kind of annoying.
Yeah. I definitely don't like build.
Mm-mm. It was no fun.
I cannot multitask like that.
No.
May have been able to train myself to be somewhat hand-eye coordinated, but
No, that was too
not
much.
like that.
See, I mean, I'm new to the game too, so I was only playing it in solos so I can get a little bit better at aiming and shit because I'm horrible at it. But I'm
That could
like,
give
I
it a play
cannot do
later on
all of
too.
this. I mean, I can shoot, but I can't shoot and build a freaking, a yacht.
Yeah, no.
Can't do both.
That would be kind of hard.
Yeah. Have you ever played Fortnite?
No, but
No?
I'd love to try to play Fortnite.
We
I
could
was
try
playing it
sometime.
last night.
Yeah, I played it this morning for a little bit.
Yeah, people
One
finally
game.
convinced me. Too many people are asking me, "Do you play Fortnite? Do you play Fortnite?" It's like,
Same.
I guess.
I finally gave
I'll
in
try
to it.
it.
People just kept asking me
Now that it's
over and
not
over and
build
over again.
mode only.
Yeah, build mode only. Or
Single
do you
play the
do build
players
mode?
that.
I hate it.
Okay.
I don't do build mode now. I
Oh
played a
my
very
goodness, Boomer.
I
Heart.
played it when it was build mode only
Mhm.
and I uninstalled very quickly. And I went to play a very other similar game like it called Realm Royale, where when you got really close to dying, you would turn into a chicken instead of crouching on the ground like that,
Mhm.
and you would basically bounce around and just run around as a chicken. And if you ran around long enough and they couldn't get you, you could turn back into yourself.
Yeah.
But it was very similar concept, and you drop out of a airship or whatever
That's weird.
onto a map, and
Well,
you just battle each other out.
I like it. It's not too bad. It gives me hella anxiety though.
It does. I
I'll
have
be
this
like, my
problem
heart
where
starts racing, and I'm like, oh Jesus, calm down.
my face will get really, really red when I get like stressed out.
Yeah.
And so last night, right before I went to bed, I looked in the mirror and I had like from the top quarter of my forehead all the way down
Oh
my left
jeez.
side to my chin was just like bright red.
Stressing the fuck out over Fortnite.
I was
That's how
like,
I felt this morning. My heart was like, da, 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 da. I was like, God, settle down.
yep. That's why I don't like I try not to play shooters very often,
Yeah,
but
same.
lately that seems to be like all I'm playing.
Yeah. I mean,
I played
it is
Overwatch the other
fun.
day.
I guess it's that adrenaline rush.
It is. So I am very 420 friendly.
Yeah.
I have my card. I use it on a regular. I bought some edibles the other day and I kind of almost screwed myself over
God, what did you do?
because I have a medical card, I have
The
access to
check.
higher doses here
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
than everybody
I'll
else.
move closer so y'all
So,
can see what I'm doing.
I got a chocolate bar that has like the individual pieces. They're
Oh, the
normally like
chocolate
one
bars are so
milligrams or 10,
strong. Yes, they are
and
so
I got a
strong.
100
Oh my
milligram pieces in a bar. And I ate one, not even thinking of it because I normally just get the 10 milligrams. I
Yeah.
normally don't get that high because my tolerance is like 50 to 40.
Mhm.
So I took one and then went for back for a second piece, looked down at the second piece. Thank God I looked.
Oh God.
Because I'm like, wait, is that an extra zero down there?
Oh shit.
I ended up playing I ended up playing Overwatch 2 for like 5 hours straight
Damn.
that night.
Did you get any wins?
Actually, surprisingly, most of them were actually wins, and most of them I was carrying.
That's good.
I was so in
So
the zone,
focused.
so high up my ass.
I'm sure
Yeah,
it
we're
was fun though.
420 friendly. Where we live, it's kind of hard to get access to it because they don't have either. I think they have medical, but we don't have our medical card.
But when we were in
It's
Vegas,
really
So
we
we were
hard
in
got
to
it
get.
Vegas. We
recreational.
got it recreationally, and oh my god, yeah,
Yeah, the new stuff
In
we were
nowadays.
on
Vegas, you
it.
should have been able to get
Oh
it
my
pretty easy
gosh.
though.
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy access definitely in Las Vegas because
Yeah.
they had dispensaries everywhere. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
what?
My brother-in-law
But
told me that.
here in Central Ohio, it's not easy to get access to, and it's like,
Sports
damn it,
site.
damn it, damn it.
On
Yeah,
single
it's
play, the players are more at your level. I mean, it was just one-on-one matches, so I think that's why it's easier. You don't have three people coming at you.
my state just opened to rec sales last not last year but the year before. And
Mm-hmm.
I broke down and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for them to open it. And I just got my med card because it ended up benefiting me in the long run. But the med requirements for Arizona are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're probably gonna be that way here too because they don't want us to have it.
Yeah, there's
And that's
definitely
how it is like
I
here in
don't care
Ohio
for it.
too, because I know they have some dispensaries like major cities, but it's like,
Mhm.
oh my god, I want to go all the way to the city. Just even if I want to get medical, I gotta get the medical card first.
Yeah.
I work
Yeah.
with somebody, and they go all the way up to Michigan to get theirs.
Hmm. That's weird. Do they
Yeah,
not have
some
a
people
card
go
there, or is it just better stuff
No,
there?
they said it's
probably
better
better
there, I
cheaper.
guess,
Yeah, it's probably better.
So
and cheaper.
certain states are better.
Ah, cheaper. That makes sense.
Oregon, I've heard, is pretty cheap.
Yeah,
My
Oregon's
sister
cheap
lives
on
up there.
everything. Really? That's cool.
But yeah, she came down here and visited me when we got married, and she was complaining of our weed the whole time. She's like, "This stuff is weak. It's expensive. It's shitty." And I was like, "God damn, I need to go to Oregon."
For real. Just send me a bundle, you know? A bundle.
I wish. I think eventually we'll get there if they if they federally allow it. I think eventually it'll be like,
Yeah.
"Here's your delivery," which I'm okay with.
Yeah, let's do home deliveries.
If I don't have to leave my house to go get weed, we're good.
Yeah, no shit.
When we were in Vegas, they delivered it to our place.
Really? Holy crap. Vegas is
Oh
just
yeah,
another
We
that's
world.
bomb.
we do. There
And then
is
there's one
technically
on the.
delivery
Uh,
services here in the state for people that like can't travel, if, especially if they have their med
I
card.
mean, they should be able to do that. It's like a pharmacy.
But yeah, it's like
and on
you have to have a caregiver's license, I think,
Uh,
to deliver it here in the
well, that
state.
makes sense. That makes sense. It is a
and
medical
there's one
thing.
on the strip. They have a drive-through now on there. You can go through drive-through and get it.
Jesus.
Nice.
It's better than drive-through beer, you know? Way
And then
better
they
than
have
drive-through
you
alcohol.
got pickup. You can
Exactly.
curbside pickup too.
Exactly. Go through the drive-through. That way you can go through your drive-throughs, and you can be like, okay, bitch, I'm going home.
Yeah. Everyone here does the draw exchange. Yes, yes, we do. All right, so I cut out the ears, as you can see. You gotta have four of them for the bear, the front and the back of the ears. I still gotta iron
Let
it
me
out a
see.
little bit.
That's cool.
Can you see it? Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
how
shit, I
cool a
dropped
little
it.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah, I can
little
see.
blue jean ear.
I'm watching Troll by a girl on art here,
Yeah,
and
I'm
then I'm
flipping
watching
a pillow.
her on the other one.
Well,
Her
let me
phone.
take this one over
She's doing a
here so I can
pillow.
kind of keep up.
Trying to
I
get
was
Steve-O.
the
keeping it here because I
corners
can't
completely
see
out.
Lucy.
Uh-huh.
I
See,
can't see.
I can't see her on this part,
Oh,
Oh.
oh, I see.
Let's see.
so I'm watching it on my phone and filming um on live on yours.
Everyone here does a draw exchange. You put the money in the draw, take the stuff, and then you leave.
Take the money. Take the money. Take the money. Put it in
Oh,
the
that's so
draw.
funny.
Put it in the draw.
Definitely.
Alright, we need to cut two of these, so we'll do that. And that will be our feet and our ears. That'll be jean material.
So, trick here that I learned from my grandmother and from my stepmom for sewing.
Mhm.
When you're turning something out, like you're stuffing, like you stuff something or you're going to, and you turn it out
Mhm.
to get the right sides out, and you're like trying to push your corners out.
Yeah.
Chapstick.
Oh
Chopstick
yeah.
or a very blunt screwdriver.
Oh, I thought
But you
you were
got to be
gonna say
careful.
a blunt.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
what I
get a
was
sharp
thinking too.
screwdriver. Don't
Yeah.
get like
A
something
blunt,
that's gonna like
definitely
dig
blunt.
I'll take
in.
I
a
actually
blunt.
have some of those. I don't know if you've seen
Definitely
them, but they
blunt.
have those long sticks that come in the stuffing bags, and I've
Yeah,
been using that
the
to
one,
turn it
yeah,
out.
the little tools that they
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah, I've
If
been
you buy
using
them
that to turn it
singly,
out.
they're like almost $20 a pop,
Oh hell
unless
no! That
you want to
comes
go like.
with a bag of stuffing that I paid like two
Well, yeah.
dollars
So
for.
you get like the free ones that are like little plastic flimsy ones.
Yeah.
But if you want to get like the actual
Oh, I got
sewing
you.
tool that they sell,
Yeah.
it's like $20. It's not worth it. I've used a chopstick or a screwdriver for years. I just
Mhm.
be very gentle with it. And of course, like usually clip my corners to make it easier
Yeah.
to
Same.
get a nice clean corner. But
Yeah. I've been
it's so
using
much
that for
cheaper.
a while too. It is. It's a lot easier to use that too. A stick or whatever
And I
that.
also use this to like turn scrunchies or turn tubes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I
So I
haven't
just
ever made any
I usually
scrunchies,
stick it
but
down and then I flip the corner edge over and then just kind of like push down. And that's how you flip a tube. Or you can do safety pin. You just got to be careful not to like pull
that sounds like
the
a
or
pain in the
create the
ass.
fabric.
You keep moving that
It's
on me. I have it
so they make little
situated
fancy
to
tools to
watch
do
you do this. You keep moving on me, so I have to move the camera.
like if you're doing like hoodies or
Your
sweatpants
hands
that
are
you
in,
run
you're
like
always
the
talking with
drawstrings
your
through,
hands. You're
Yeah.
moving it, so
same
if you
tool.
see it not
You just
showing,
use a safety pin.
Yep. That's a good idea.
It's cheaper.
For sure.
So but yeah,
Your
I
phone
think with
doesn't
this
seem to
one,
believe drawer is a word. It's because we're Southern.
so this one's not completely done. I still technically don't have my polyfill, so I can't technically stuff these guys. So I'm gonna leave this one like this, and I've got two others.
Oh, that's cool.
Or was it front and back?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
get some polyfill because I just checked when I got up this morning and I only got like a half a bag. I thought I had more than that.
So I actually found that if you order it online, it's cheaper.
Really, I might get some Amazon. Get it off of Amazon then.
So I got it off of Amazon. I ordered a big box. So they sell them in the little bags. They sell them in like a 5 pound box, and I think
Mhm.
a 10 pound box at like Joann's and like Michael's and stuff.
Yeah.
But I found that if I go to Amazon, they have a 20 pound box
Damn.
for
That's a lot.
like half the price that you would have paid for 2 10s at Joann's.
Yeah.
So I have that on order, and
I
that's
should
coming
get
in because
that.
I also have to fill my dog bed because
Yeah.
he's de-stuffed his bed. He's squished it down, and it looks like a bunched up polyfill mess.
That happens.
Okay, I'm
He's not small.
No, he's not. The last we weighed him, he was 100 pounds.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
A big boy.
and the vet said he wasn't quite done.
All right, there you
I
go.
was like, please be done. He's way bigger than we
There we
ever
go.
thought he was gonna be. So
He is pretty big. I'm gonna iron that flat. You can see the seam still, so I'm gonna iron it flat, but there's one.
that's cool.
And we got the second one. LG, thank you for sticking around. So what was going on with the LG? Why couldn't you get in? Was it just your sound, or were you having other issues?
I'm gonna have to move this real quick.
Well, I hope she fixes her issues, whatever they are, because I would love to have you here.
I think it was sound issues, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the more people, the more merrier, the more fun we have, the more laughing and have.
Yep.
Create a circle of friends and get everyone crafting. Say, come on over to our little crafty corners.
Mhm.
You never have enough crafting friends.
That's true.
That's kind of honestly why I got on Twitch. So I needed more people to craft with. And here you guys
Definitely.
are.
Yay.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you for
Yay.
inviting.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for
Kidding?
Yeah,
coming.
This
thank
is
you.
fun. I didn't think that many people crocheted and knitted or anything like that on this
Oh,
stream.
there's
I
a
think
whole
wait a second.
Oh
type.
I'm
yeah.
gonna spell
There's
this
a
There's a
whole
up.
whole
world.
makers and
Believe it or
crafters side.
not, the crafters world is a very, very, very friendly world. And I
Oh
didn't,
gosh,
you
so
know,
much friendlier.
I stayed in crafting. I was doing some projects, so I was in it for I don't know, about a month or two straight. And it was like the all the people that came were just super cool
You can see me.
people, super friendly.
Yeah, I started years ago when I first started Twitch,
Excuse me.
just with gaming,
Mhm.
and then I took a very, very long break from it because I wasn't into it.
Yeah, you just get bored with it sometimes.
And then I came back after we moved here, and I went immediately to the makers and crafters side, and the overwhelming support and just like wanting to like be helpful
Yeah,
as
there's a
far as
lot of
like helping you out
super
with
friendly
crafting
people.
and stuff is just it's amazing.
Yeah. There's a lot of
The
Well, I
only
great
find
reason
people.
that
why
with
I got affiliate
crafting,
so fast
I
was
found
because
a
of
lot of
them.
friends. I'm sorry, everyone's like talking.
It's okay.
I was just saying is that with everyone crafting, I found that there's a lot of friendly people, but I don't find enough people that actually do it, and it's just like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
It
Some
comes and
people
goes.
want to
So like the makers and
compete.
crafters, sorry. The makers and crafters side is a little bit more like a we do it on our own time kind of deal and not more
Mhm.
of a we have a set schedule, we have to do this, we have to like promote ourselves, we have to like
Yeah. You're
we're
doing it
just
at
here
your
to have
own
fun.
leisure.
Yeah. So there's it comes and goes in waves for a lot of the crafters is what I realized.
Lucifer, what's up?
Yeah,
We're doing a crafting
Everybody has
stream
their
today. We
own
got Trolled by a Girl on the
personal shit.
bottom of your screen, and then to
Yay.
your right, I think, is Allie and Heidi, and then me, of course, right here.
Yep.
How you doing?
Holly's prayer.
Hey,
We're
Lucifer.
actually
Hey,
making a
Lucifer.
bear, memory bear today. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. There we go. See the bear? That's what I'm making. Making that cute little bear. What you got going on today, Lucifer? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm doing a memory bear actually out of my dad's clothing, so it'll kind of sort of look like this bunny, but of course it'll be a bear instead of a bunny. Got some big floppy ears. I love those
I'm making a shawl, Lucifer.
floppy eared bunnies.
I love shawls. Shawls are like my favorite thing.
Yeah, and
This
I'm
and this
uh,
is the
I really
colors
would
I'm
make
doing.
one.
show.
This is
Yeah, I
so
was gonna say
pretty.
show him the pattern that you're doing.
It's so pretty.
This is the shawl I'm doing.
I'm actually making pot holders, but I'm not doing it right now. I have to hold the camera. But these are what the after.
I think this is I think all the guys will really like this because most
This
guys
is what
are
I'm
into
doing.
Oh, thank
hunting
you.
and fishing.
Then this
I
is.
know there's some women that probably
I'm
Yeah.
not showing it right yet. And then this is part of the one I'm working on right here. And this is one of the finished ones of this. And I'm going to be connecting these together, which will come out to look like these. Allie's also making another blanket for an order. I'm making other things too, but I'm focusing on the pot holders.
We like to do themes with blankets, and we have two of the themes, Lucifer. We also have the Nightmare Before Christmas one we're gonna be doing, and also a classic antique one. So we're keeping busy.
Very busy.
Mhm.
I am working on a pillow, but I'm honestly trying to figure out how I want to add a little
Oh,
bit of
he's
a
like so
trim to the
cool,
side,
guys.
but
So
I don't
y'all
know how I
talented.
want to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, Trolled's pillow is about done, isn't it?
So I have one that I sewed completely through. I don't have it filled, but I have
Oh yeah,
two
that's cute.
square ones that I'm also making. I'm going to probably do some yarn, some sort of like bubble stitch
Mhm.
on this one, is what I was thinking, with some like brightly colored, Easter colored yarn.
That'd be cool.
But this one I have
That's
some bias
adorable.
tape for, but I don't know how I really want to do this.
I can't see it when you have it over there. I can't see what everyone's doing.
Because I'm wondering if I
sorry.
want to stitch it together and then put the bias tape on over and just try to like maneuver it on the sewing machine that way. Or do I want to stitch the bias tape on one side and then stitch it to the other side? And then that's how I
How
join
come
the two.
we only have like half a screen?
Because it's how our camera's
Yeah,
sitting.
that's your camera. That's what I was saying. If you flipped it, it would probably be longer. There you go. But then
There.
you'd have to
Yeah.
zooming it out a little bit.
Portrait versus landscape.
It's much better. We had another
Whoa,
one
that's
in.
much bigger, Heidi.
Yeah,
That's much
exactly.
better.
So
My
you'll have
goodness.
to zoom it
I
out
was
a
gonna
little bit.
say.
Oh no, you can see it pretty good. That's good. But anyway, Lucifer, we had Leanne Pickles, but we could never get her into the guest star thing, so she bounced on us. Well, she's still here, but she bounced out of the guest star thing. Pretty close, yeah. Pretty close, pretty close.
That's probably what you should have done this whole time. Was hold it
I've
that way.
actually
I didn't realize
accidentally
I was
showed
holding
my
it wrong.
face a couple times on stream when I was doing IRL streams before.
Yeah, I remember you doing the fishing trip or whatever when
Yeah.
you went up to see your family.
Yeah. One time I
And
literally
Solids showed
dropped
your
the
face.
camera. Yeah, one time I literally dropped the camera in the water and it flipped upside down and landed straight on my face. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Oops.
And then one time we went to Charleston to the harbor and Solid was videoing on his stream and he like got a vivid picture of me, like my entire body, face and all, going up the stairs too, so he wasn't even paying attention. I was like, did you just get me in that shot? He was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure you did.
Oops.
Yeah, it happens. Like I said, it's happened more than a couple times. Every time I IRL stream, it's like I'm trying to, but nah, it always happens. Something happens. The camera falls in the water, or something happens. Solid smacked me in the face with a fish the last time.
I was like, Solid smacked you in the fish? What?
He slapped me in the face with a damn fish.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He didn't
gosh.
mean to. He was trying to show it to me on the fishing pole, and the fishing pole fell and went flying towards my face.
Oh gosh, that sounds
Smack
like
him
you
back
had to be there in
first, say
person,
here.
really.
Yeah,
Right?
so fun. The adventures we have. Who's at the top right? That's Allie Heidi. And then Trolled by a Girl. Both of their
Well,
names are tagged in my stream title. But you know Allie Heidi, Lucifer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know us, Lucifer.
you know us.
Mm,
I'm gonna start calling you Lucy just because, Lucifer. Just for a second.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Like a male version of Lucy.
Oh. I was thinking Lucifer, Lucy, I don't know. I guess it does kind of sound
Not you, Lucy. I'm talking about Lucifer.
just a lot for your
I
brain
had
to
a
take in.
tease in there. You can't go there for a second.
A lot for your brain to take in, huh? And we haven't even started doing feet pics yet. Damn.
jeez.
We haven't even started doing the real show.
I think it's a little too early for me to do
Yeah,
that one.
it's too early for Pete.
Yeah.
Pete pics. I can't even say it. Pete
Oh my
pics.
gosh.
Don't talk about my dad like that. Lucy Sniffer. Oh my god. You ain't sniffing
Oh, his
me.
brain hurts.
Keep that
You
shit away
can't
from
see
here.
who's talking. Beep.
Boomer said that.
The only thing in my mind is
Oh,
Herbert.
Herbert. slap you right in the penis.
I did see it, but yeah, you probably see my
Feet
feet.
pics. Oh, woo, let's go. Sexy time. Are they colored? I didn't even
Yes,
see them.
please.
Just be careful though. We don't want to get banned. You're like, this is
God.
inappropriate behavior. What? I'm sorry.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you can't. I've had a friend do like a fake advertisement for OnlyFans and not get banned.
Really?
Yeah, it was totally a joke, and then turned out like a month later he actually made the
Feet.
real account.
Lucifer said feet are on TOS. I thought I did see
Maybe
it
they
in
just didn't
TOS
get
before. I
flagged, I
don't know. Yeah,
guess.
they didn't give a fuck. That's basically how it goes down. They just don't care. If they're doing it, they don't care that they get banned.
Yeah.
You want to hear something neat, you guys? I've been wanting to try to find something where we can actually do makeup tutorials, and we actually found something.
I
And
was
it's like,
actually
okay,
thinking
now we
about
gotta
that
save
the other day.
money for
That'd
it
be cool.
because I think it'd be fun.
I was actually
Troll's
thinking
in the
about
makeup
possibly doing a
too.
makeup stream.
Yeah, didn't you say
Because
you were
so
big into makeup?
so I technically went to school to be an
That's what I
esthetician
thought.
for makeup, and then loved the other stuff, but still mainly wanted to do the makeup. And then I got pregnant, and COVID happened, and shit.
Yeah, shit hit
So
the real
I've not
fan.
gone back to it, but I've thought about it now that I'm streaming to possibly do like makeup streams.
That would be cool.
Yes, that's what we're gonna start doing hopefully soon.
Nice. I will definitely.
Because I'm a makeup queen, especially in cast, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I should do a makeup tutorial and show people what I can do with makeup and all kinds of stuff and hairstyles. And it's like, oh, I got to.
Hair spirals. See, I can't do anything with my hair. I don't know how to braid or anything like that.
Oh, I do.
My funness
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
your guinea
makeup
pig.
is color. I love color.
Yeah,
Yeah, Heidi's my guinea pig.
I don't try to color my hair
Yeah.
anymore either. I get a professional to do
I
that.
love
we,
color.
oh, we color our hair.
You love a
I
good
love
toss.
coloring hair.
I bet you do, Boomer. You like your salad being tossed? Gib Style, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Sorry that you had to hear that. Sorry about that. Not really.
Lucifer's like, I redeemed Lucy's face reveal.
Heck news. I don't have that. That is where the fish slap from. Yeah, that's where you get the fish slap
Put
on
that
us. Too.
over here a little bit because the
You
way
now
the
need a
camera's
fish
showing,
slap
it's
emote.
not getting your.
Yeah.
Now that we've heard that story.
Allie.
I'm trying to keep it over here. It's too hard. I don't have long arms.
Don't talk about your dad. That's not my dad. Yes, please. You want your freaking salad tossed? I mean, freaking, what's
I
up?
don't
I
know
didn't see you
you.
come in, freaking, but how you doing? I'm so sorry I missed you.
Trying.
What's up? How you doing today? Fake news? You can pull hair. Okay, I mean, we can start somewhere. I mean, we might need to start a little slower than that, but we can start somewhere. I don't even know your first name, so we might not better start that quick.
Yeah, I could do it.
And everybody's
That
gonna start
wasn't even
telling me their
on.
first name
Just
now.
sit down. I can make myself a little table here. Make myself a little table. Good.
Well,
People
you
don't have
do
to
it.
see my feet.
Oh, you're good. I was just giving you a hard time. But it is on TOS though, for real.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care if people know my first name.
Your first name is not trolled? Get the fuck
No.
out of here.
I had
I
that
don't mind it
conversation
either.
with
I don't
with
either.
another person the other day.
What?
I had that conversation about first names with somebody else the other day.
Did you?
They were talking about like I don't know if I want people to know my first name. I was like, I don't give two fucks.
Yeah.
But it's not like you guys are
Well,
gonna find me.
Yeah. Really.
I like to stay hidden.
Yeah.
yeah, my name's actually Allison, but I go by Allie.
Mine's Heidi.
Mine it is Ashley, but technically there's two. There's two first names.
Peter Piper.
Kind of like that. Just Ashley and something.
Yeah. Freaking, I want to
That's
guess
cool.
your name is Chris. How close am I?
Christopher?
No, I don't know. Just Chris is all I'm guessing. Samuel.
Samuel. Okay.
Was that the fallen angel?
Hello.
Samuel.
know when
Decisive. What's up? What's up?
I know in a comic book, I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was like Damien. They thought Damien was the name of the fallen
My dad
angel.
wanted me to name me Allison, but I'm Alexandra. Hi, Lexi. Hi.
Nice.
Lexi
Nice.
popped
Needs
on
to go up a
in.
little bit
Hello.
higher.
Lexi.
Wait, are y'all streaming?
No,
No.
Lexi, our friend popped in. We told her we're gonna be streaming with you guys,
Oh,
so
okay.
she popped on in.
Gibb Style Gaming.
Her name is Gibb
Gibbs.
Style
Yeah,
Gaming.
yeah.
She popped
Yeah.
on in.
I said hey. I said hey to her already. I thought y'all
Yeah.
heard me. Shout outs don't show on the screen. I don't know, Boomer. Do the big shout out then, I guess. It's probably because we all have our the guest star going, so it probably
Maybe.
won't work today. Wonder what your first name is. Like I said, Chris. Christopher. Your dad wanted you to be named Allison. Allison's pretty, but I like Alexandria better. Your dad wanted you to be named Heather.
Alexandria is a pretty name.
Yes, it is. I have a niece named Alexandria.
Yeah, I think I told my husband if we ever had a girl, but we had a boy, that I was gonna name her Alexandria.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was probably just behind it. Cause I have the cameras literally covering up even my sub goal thing. But at least it's working. If I had a daughter, I was gonna name her Victoria, but I never had a daughter.
Yeah, see, we didn't do like the name, like family members use family members' names, which is kind of like the old thing to do. We went with we wanted the same initials.
Oh yeah, I know a family that
So
did all the first names the same letter.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so
That reminds me of what my brother did. They went from A to B
Oh,
to
that's kind of
C,
cool too.
and it's like,
I mean, what's wrong with that? That's
and they
kind
had
of
to
neat.
do the double names with the same letter. It's like, oh my god, that's stupid.
I think it's kind of
At
neat.
least how they did it.
that's okay.
It is
My-
neat,
I
but
mean,
the way
if you're
they
if you're
did it
naming
was
them
just
Billy
like,
Bob Thornton, then maybe not.
Uh, my mom was very unoriginal in the fact that all of my siblings are literally the top name of that year.
Yeah.
That's literally what their name is.
Oh my god. Why
My
would they
sister's
name
name
him
is Jessica.
Jessica.
And
top
Jessica
name,
was the
so-
top name in 90.
So they are like CIA agents, and they were just trying to blend in, so they gave their kids the most recognizable names in the world. That's what I'm hearing.
Something like that.
Or maybe they were bank robbers and they didn't want anybody to know them. I'm just making up her whole fucking life story right now, y'all.
It's probably better than the life story I've got.
I'm making it an interesting life story. Your parents are bank robbers and they have millions of dollars stashed somewhere secret.
And I don't got none of it.
Damn them. Bad parents. How dare they
They
do
didn't
that?
make sure I got it.
It's better than the story I made up for Becca. I can't even remember what it was now, but I think her husband was. Hell, I don't even remember what it was, but it was something crazy.
Jeez.
Oh, they were like a D&D. They met playing D&D or something.
Don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
Fran, what's up?
D&D. D&D is fun.
I've always wanted to play
I couldn't see
D&D, and I
myself as
found it
Heather,
so
but I love the
fascinating.
movie. I don't know if I've ever watched Heather.
Uh-huh.
Zap, zap.
I think I've watched the movie Heather. That was pretty cool.
Wait, was
And
that a
then
horror
I
movie?
got so into... What?
Was it a horror movie?
Heather, I think, was a dark movie about... I think I want to say Winona Ryder was in it. It was pretty freaking cool.
Maybe I have seen
It's called
it. Just
Heather.
don't remember.
But I can't remember exactly, but it was like a dark fantasy about high school, about all the girls competing with love and romance. It's like, oh my goodness.
Okay, so it wasn't a scary movie.
No, it's not scary.
Was it like one of those dark, corny movies?
Not really. I didn't find it corny.
Heather isn't a horror movie.
Because
It's just
Winona
dark.
Ryder,
Okay.
she's an awesome actress, and she was in it. And she was the main star.
Yeah, usually like the dark stuff that's not super horror
Your kids'
is
names are
sometimes
Mitchell.
corny. It's the only reason why I ask.
I don't know how to pronounce that one, but Rayanan? That's pretty. If that's how you say that, I don't know. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Talia? That's pretty too. Nathan, Jerome, Kyron, and Oliver. Sweet.
Oliver's a cool
Well,
name.
anyway, I was talking about the D&D
I like-
thing. I want to tell you guys real
I
quick.
like
So I
all
was
those
telling
names.
Lucy
They're
about it.
different.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I love names because then we started getting into wanting to create our own D&D for Sims, and it's like, ooh, I can get everyone to wanna kind of pitch in
Yeah.
and do their own little thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've never really played D&D.
I haven't either, but I find it fascinating,
Mhm.
and I wanted to do a virtual game for it.
They do have a tabletop simulator on PC.
That's cool.
I don't know if they have D&D for the tabletop. I'm assuming they do, because it's got
Well,
like
I was
pretty much
thinking,
every single.
I was thinking more digital for like Sims.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
version.
like on Sims. Okay, I got you now. I heard The Sims earlier, and I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, because we're Simsaholic, and we're gonna do most of our stuff, our platforms on the Sims, and I was like, oh my gosh, this will be super fun for everyone like chip in and to want to do their, to, add their own characters as well as the ones we're throwing in, and then it was like, heck yeah, be creative. You can make them any which way you want. Be creative. I don't care if you slap your own CC on your own characters because it's like might not do the CC, but down the road we plan on doing CC.
Yeah.
Because it's still
That'd
an
be
adventure.
cool.
We're still learning, and we're excited about it.
Rihanna. Nice. Yeah, that's definitely different. I like hearing baby names or kid names that are not your run of the mill. We have so many,
I
don't know, like John, for example. That is one of the most commonly used male names in the world.
That's
my father's name, Dawn. Dawn. Bleh.
Like DAWN?
My dad's name is John.
Oh, I thought you said Dawn. I was like, okay, that's different
No.
for a
like
man,
the
but
dish
okay.
soap?
Yes, the dish soap. Dawn, baby,
No,
Dawn.
Dawn.
I think I've heard of Dawn for a man, but that's like he's an older man. I met.
I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever heard that for a man. But there are a lot of unisex names,
I've
so
known
I don't
some
know.
Dawns
I mean,
that
back
were
in the
men
90s, one
and
of
women.
the weird things to do was name your boy Ashley, and I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Ashley used to be
interesting
gender
is one
neutral.
word. Interesting is one word.
I
I
have
would
a
not
friend
want
of
to be
mine
named
that went to
Ashley if
school
I was
with.
a
Her
boy.
name's Michael.
Huh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Michael's pretty common.
For a girl?
Or oh,
Uh
not for a
huh.
girl. I didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah.
have a friend
For
that's
a
named a
girl?
girl
No,
and a
I don't
boy.
think so.
Are you sure they didn't want to do Michelle and then just didn't spell it right?
For real.
No, it's Michael.
Huh.
That's weird.
They really wanted a boy, I guess.
That's sad. I bet their kids
See,
like,
when we were in
damn,
school,
mom.
they got her mixed up with the one of the boys named Michael, though.
Oh, I bet
Yeah.
that
It
was.
was kind of hard and confusing, so she couldn't be. They had to replace her in a different class without boys' names being Michael.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I would
It's
hate
okay.
that. I would hate that. I would go by my middle name or something.
She
I
wasn't allowed to. They tried to do that and they didn't want her to because I don't know. It's weird. It was
could
in
have
the
just gone by my
80s. We
last name at that
expect.
point.
Yeah.
That's what I did in high school. There was too many Ashley, so I just went by my last name. But I did ROTC and all that fun stuff, so
Yeah, I was gonna
kind of makes
say
sense.
if you do stuff like that, they definitely will call you your last name anyway.
Well, it got to the point where, like, I literally got a warning that I was going to be suspended because of my absences in my history class because there was 6 of us. And he kept marking us absent when we were here, but he was marking the wrong ones.
Damn. Big love to
He
you,
was getting us
freaking.
confused so many times. I was like, dude, just call me by my last name.
You know I'm a name is Samuel. I don't know. Were you named after a family member or something? Or is that something biblical? That biblical. Did I say that right? Yeah.
I was going to
Okay.
say, yeah, Samuel's a biblical name.
Mm.
Doesn't necessarily have to be, but
Yeah.
it's in the Bible.
Well, I mean, his name is Lucifer's angel, so I guess it's something biblical or something unbiblical, whatever the case may be.
Hey, maybe he's an atheist now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Unbiblical,
Sorry.
biblical,
I'm
whatever.
gonna I'm gonna shut up on the bus. I'm
We're
Whatever.
not meaning to
spiritual.
We
offend.
don't care. We don't care.
Heidi and I are
No offense.
spiritual people.
We are.
I grew up very religious, and I am definitely not anymore.
I'm spiritual. I'm just not religious.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm.
The way I put it, I say my religion is spiritual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of higher power, whether or not he's God or based on any of the religions, I cannot say.
Yeah. Well, I believe in God, but that's neither here nor there. People are entitled to believe what they choose.
Exactly.
I believe there's many gods, not just one. I think there's many out there
Yeah, we
looking
all
out
see.
for
We
all
all
of
have
us.
our own higher being, so to speak.
Now, there's plenty
Yeah.
of
Yep.
historical religions that believe in multiple gods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if people can have more than one wife, they can have more than one belief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to iron this out again. Your religion is depression. I feel that. I feel that.
Ah,
Sam Eel.
that
Sam
anxiety,
Eel?
stress.
Hmm. What kind of
I've got all
where
the
is
above
that
and
from?
PTSD.
Like
Exactly.
where did that originate from? That name?
Ditto on that one too.
Wait, I'm
The
sorry. What did you
OCD.
say?
Oh my goodness.
What did you say?
I
Something
said I
about
have
OCD?
all the above.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got anxiety, PTSD, OCD,
Same here.
bipolar
OPP.
depression.
ADD, ADHD. We got it pretty much all the ABCs.
Element of P.
Seems like.
I check marked all the ace boxes.
Yeah.
For those of you that know what that is.
Ace boxes? I don't know if I do know what that is.
Do you know what the ace test is?
I think I have heard of it actually, but I can't think of what it's for. Is it like your
Having a
mental
brain
So
state?
fart.
it's yeah,
Brain
so it's a
fart.
mental test.
Yeah.
It's a so it's not really a mental test. It's more of like a survey. It's a, here, answer these questions for us. But a
Yeah.
lot of psychiatrists use it, and even some doctors use it.
Yeah.
But the
Okay,
higher
yes, I know
your
what you're
ACE
talking
score,
about then.
they found that there's a correlation between having like childhood trauma, stress, all that fun stuff.
Uh-huh.
The more
Mm-hmm.
boxes you check mark and the higher your ACE score, the more correlation you have to have some sort of health risk later on.
Well, that's how I found out I was bipolar depression. I was like, what the hell? Why? Why?
Yeah.
Just because I might be angry because of what happened in my childhood. I mean, doesn't mean I'm gonna be angry the rest of my life.
No. No, but it's definitely a side effect of having that happen as a child, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's just whether or not
Unfortunately, yeah.
you choose to work with it and deal with it.
Becca, I don't know. I didn't know that was a religion either, or I would have checked that box too.
Yeah. I check all those boxes.
It's unfortunately not a choice. Same. We're all living in the same religion then, if that's the case.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Honestly, that's why I say thank God for Twitch.
Yeah.
Well,
Depending on the day, I guess. Some days, it's just an all around bad day.
yeah. And some days you just kind of wake up, roll out of bed, and go, nope, not today.
Yeah.
Definitely have those days.
I find Twitch is an escape because I think I've been watching Twitch before I even told Heidi about it, probably about 5 years ago. And she's like, "What are you watching?" And I show her. She's like, "Oh, that looks cool."
Actually, I do remember doing that in a way, but in bits and
Uh-huh.
pieces I don't because I can't.
And
Because I'm
then,
recovering.
yeah, she was recovering from amnesia at the time,
Hmm.
and I just found it so calming and so relaxing. And I'm like, then I found out recently people are getting paid to stream. And I was like, what?
Yeah, there's sponsorships, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I've not got into
I'm
any
like,
of that.
sign me up. I'm ready.
The sponsorships are okay. They had the one that I just did recently, they had a lower payout. Like you didn't have to get so many requirements done to get a payout, but the payout's low. It's like,
Yeah.
$45.
Oh, that's not bad though.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
some
not bad.
money's better than no money.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I've been
That's
without
why I
money for
do
a
them.
long time, and I didn't want to. I told myself I don't want to get disability because if I do that, because then I'm not going to be able to get published down the road if I want to get
Welcome,
published
good
with their
follower.
books and any other stuff. And it's just like I don't want that headache.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I don't qualify because my husband makes too much.
Yes, yeah.
They wouldn't
That's
even
how I
approve
am with
me even if I
Heidi. With Heidi
asked.
making,
Yeah, I figured
yeah,
that
with
that
Make
was
too
Heidi,
much.
something
with
biblical.
Heidi
I'm
making
hungry.
too
I'm sorry I
much.
didn't see you come in. How you doing today?
With
Sorry about
Heidi
that.
making too much, she didn't even qualify for Medicaid. I mean, I had literally,
What, still?
I was on Medicaid for a long time until, and then when we got married, she was finally able to
You
get
just
Medicaid.
continue
She
worshiping the
couldn't get
devil.
it by herself.
Yeah.
No, we're not on Medicaid.
Now we're not on Medicaid anymore. It's like, yes, thank God.
Lucifer, I didn't even know you streamed.
Lucifer streams?
Welcome,
I did
good
I
not
didn't
know
know that
that.
either.
follower. I hope you like
Yeah.
fire. I'll put you out of your misery. It's not my real name, it's the devil's real name.
So Samuel is? Oh well, yeah, Lucifer is.
Yeah. So I was gonna
Almost.
say it's got
I'm
something.
catching up.
Oh,
I'm still a little
Lizzie,
out of it.
it slid off my pants.
Did you say it slid off of your penis?
I don't have it.
That's what I heard. Sorry.
I mean, things
She
do
said
tend to slide
pants.
off those things.
She
You
actually
used
said
to many a year
pants.
ago. Oh, okay. So you don't anymore. He does
My
not stream
phone
anymore.
fell.
Aww.
He does not. Alright, so I'm gonna start making the body front and the body back, and I'm gonna go and iron this out a little bit because I'm gonna use this for the
Well,
body
then he
front
can
and
watch
back.
all of our lovelies.
Do what? Oh, our streams?
Well,
Yeah.
then he can watch all of us lovelies.
That's true. That's true. He can come hang out with us anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, first.
I'm
Come
trying to
hang
get
with
this
the ladies,
corner.
Lucifer.
I'm
Hanging
struggling.
out with the ladies. You struggling? I'm
I'm
struggling every
struggling
day.
to line this up. So I'm
Ow.
trying to get the bias tape
Oops,
in
sorry.
between these layers. Is that what I decided? But trying to get the corners right
Mm.
when my fabric
Oh,
is not
me
quite
too.
like straight.
Hello.
Yeah.
If I talk, then you can't hear me.
Don't
I
cut
hear you
fabric like
just fine.
mine.
No, when
I
I
like to
talk,
cut it roughly and then like make it all
I
fine
talk like this.
later.
You can hardly hear me.
Yeah.
On stream.
Yeah,
Oh,
but as I talk normal, you wouldn't hear me at all.
You're good.
you normal. We can hear you just fine. You shout like the old folks at the
I'm
nursing
part
home.
tone deaf. Thank you.
I know you are. But you always tell me, let you know when you get too loud.
You do that.
And I am. This room's
You tell
echoey.
people
I
that?
apologize.
I don't care. It's like you're too loud. I don't give a fuck.
It's going right here. You're in my ear though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've got
true.
tinnitus
True.
and I can't help it. I
She's
hear
not in
like
my
double
ear.
times. Yeah.
I've always had
With
volume
tinnitus,
problems.
it doesn't help with the ringing in the ears.
Yeah, it doesn't. Because then you can't really tell sometimes how loud you are.
How do you even get that?
There's quite a few different ways, and mostly it's exposure to like loud sounds.
Oh, I should have it by now then.
Yeah.
With all of my loud ass sound alerts.
I got mine because of shooting guns too much when I was a kid,
Yeah, that will do it.
and I spent a lot of time at airports, like local small airports, and even at the base. A lot of fighter jet sounds.
Too much loud music.
Yes.
At least for the
Loud music for
Loud music.
sure. And especially
Loud
like that's
music
what
is another
Lucifer
one.
said.
Yep.
And then thunderstorms,
Give
if
me
they're
a
really loud,
big
they'll
squeeze.
bother you.
I
And then
promise I won't
fireworks.
bite.
That's
Thank
another
you,
one.
freaking. Big hugs to you. We're gonna go ahead and start the body front and back on this. And I went ahead and cut out these, I don't know, whatever templates, I guess you can call them. Using those big
I guess I could for
priority
hours.
boxes.
I could too.
Nice.
I
like
can
that.
just sit here and relax.
Because it makes
and
it
just
easier to
got my
print it
eyes
out.
relaxing
Yeah.
me actually.
I think
Take
for
a nap.
mine, I like to use like the butcher paper.
Don't nod off
It
too
has
much
like the
because then
plastic
the
liner.
camera will fall
Yeah.
like you were hiding.
They're a little
Well,
bit
not.
less easy to tear.
You can see
Yeah.
me because I can see your fingers over the hole.
I know I moved it.
Yeah, these
Hell.
are thin enough that I
Ah.
could cut it and still use it as a pattern, so figured I'd do it this
And
way.
then I like to do, if I get paper bags, I save paper bags to do patterns too.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, they're pretty, actually paper bags, honestly, if you can't get like if you really want like drawing paper, like really nice drawing paper, and you can't get it, paper bags, honestly.
I would have never thought of that.
Especially if you're using like nice graphite drawing pencils, it tends to work really well.
Good to know.
Cool. I would have never thought of that. Because we also love to draw, and we're actually really good at drawing.
I have not drawn in a long, long time.
I
I took art classes when I was younger.
Me
I miss
too.
it, but I haven't had time to sit there between everything else I do.
I think the favorite thing that I like to draw, even though it's not just regular drawing, is doing blueprints for like houses.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Because then that's what got me so inspired to start not just doing the blueprints on drawing, but putting them actually on the game itself. And I was like, "Ooh, this is so fun. This is so fun."
That's cool.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And then Sims 2, we were so addicted to it. We were up 24/7 most of the time. Didn't get much sleep, and when we did, of course, but we started building on there, and we didn't. I mean, we had them all until our computer decided to take a shit, and it's like, oh damn it!
You don't want your computer taking a shit. I like to draw too.
Yeah.
You know what I like to draw? I bet you'll never guess.
Penises.
Yes, penises. You guessed.
Wow. I was gonna say naked people.
No, I'm not that good. Just penises. I can't draw the whole person. Just the penis.
Honestly, I feel like that might be hard.
Well, just stare at one long enough and you'll get it down.
Cracking myself over.
That was a good
Gosh.
guess.
Oh, shit. I just closed out my chat, damn it.
Oh, I have a funny joke for you guys.
Your ears were ringing after? Oh no. You should probably like hurt your eardrum.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to put that
so
on there.
my funny joke for you guys is, what do you get when you mix laxatives and weed?
I don't know what.
Tell us.
Shits and giggles.
Oh, shiggles.
Jiggle.
Like those
Shiggles.
shiggles we do.
Jiggle.
I started a joke jar the other
Oh
day
god.
on my stream, and
Did you?
I have some really bad ones.
That wasn't bad. That was good. That was really good.
That was funny.
that one's mild compared to some of
Okay.
them.
Oh damn, it's already 12
Oh
o'clock.
my goodness.
The day has flown
Yeah,
by.
it is. I was so surprised.
I'm not liking the way this shirt is. I'm gonna have to rip the pleats out of it because it is not acting right. Then I don't want to mess it up.
Oh, our clock over there says 11. We so need to change that.
Yeah, I still gotta spring forward our clock that's in here.
Oh no.
It's
I
reading
think-
11:05.
I thought it was still 11. I've been going by that clock over there the longest time until she said it was noon.
I guess I'll eat a corn dog for lunch.
I'm getting hungry.
Talking about food's making me hungry.
Corn dogs are not bad.
We have some veggies to cut up. We've got some cucumbers, carrots.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds healthy.
And then we have asparagus we're going to make here within the next couple days.
Nice.
Yeah, I bought some
And then
asparagus
yesterday
when I went to the
we had
grocery store.
Yeah, and then yesterday we had a chicken salad. We made 2 packages of it because Heidi and I, and then we gave some to her mom, and so it was like we're health freaks. We have to go on the Mediterranean diet because I gotta lose weight.
Yeah.
Because a few years ago I found out I have a hereditary heart condition. It runs in my family, and I found out I have it, but it's dormant, and it's like I hope it stays that way because I'm gonna keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last thing I
Definitely
need
take
is a
care of
bad
yourself.
heart.
The better you take care of yourself, the less likely you are to have issues with it.
And then I was told that you don't need to be stressed out because if you're stressed, you'll activate it. And I'm like, yeah, tell that to someone that cares because I have a lot of stress.
Yeah, I don't understand how people can say, don't be stressed out all the time. Hey, okay, sure, let's fix that right up. Because you telling me that's going to make it real good.
Or the people that tell
Yeah.
people that have ADHD, just focus more. Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, I can't even do that. I got ADHD and ADD. It's not fun.
Got all the DDs.
Yeah, I'm PTSD.
And I wonder why I have so many projects unfinished.
Right?
Especially with our books.
That's my
We're
problem.
trying to write. We get all interested in writing one, and then it's like, oh wait, we got another
Hyper
idea
focused,
for
and
another
then
one.
I'm done because I get frustrated. That is definitely my go-to.
Usually, if I start a project, I'll stick it out until I finish it, but it might take me a while to finish it.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's something like this one here. This one here.
Or blanket.
I'm telling you, sometimes blankets take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the pattern you're doing
For
and the
sure.
stitches.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That's why I told this person this order. I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "I know you're in a time crunch, but
Let's
these
sit down for
blankets
a
are not
minute.
easy to do."
Fuck's sake, I just dropped the damn pattern in the floor.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, it'll be okay. I'll get it in a minute. I was trying to sit down for a
It's such
minute.
a pretty cat.
It is a pretty pattern. Very pretty.
I'm getting
I
tired of
am a
seeing
little.
this pattern that you're doing.
I'm a little
I'm
quiet
about
because
ready
I'm
to
trying
find
to figure
another
this one
zigzag
out.
pattern
Yeah.
where it's not single crocheted and then it's actually either a half doubles or doubles. Because I'm telling you, half doubles I can do fast and so the doubles. But single crochet I can't do fast and it's like, oh, my fingers are cramping.
Mm.
I taught myself how to do the half double first, really, before I did anything real single crochet. So I get you there because I constantly find myself doing a half double
What's up, Mickey the Panda? Thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate that. How you
Mickey the
guys
Panda.
doing? Thank you
I
very
like that name, Mickey
much.
the Panda. That's such a pretty cool name.
Oh
It
no,
Hey,
my
is.
Mickey, you're
stream
so
deck's
fun.
not
You're going
working.
by my Mickey.
Hey, Mickey. Obliviant scene. Ambivalent. I'm sorry, ambivalent scene. Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in with that raid. How you guys doing? Seem
welcome
to be.
in.
I don't understand why my sound alerts aren't working. Thank you so much. How are you doing today, Mickey? How was your stream? What did you stream? Were you playing Fortnite like everybody else? Lady Gigi, what's up? How are you doing? Good to see you.
Let's not stab myself with any of these needles.
Sugi, I think that's how you pronounce that. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in with that raid. I appreciate you guys. Don't know why my sound alerts aren't working, but welcome in. Let me give you my big welcome. That way you can have at least something.
It's the Panda brain.
There we go.
Welcome to my paradise, where the sky's so blue, where the sun shines so bright. Welcome to my paradise, where you can be free, where the party's never ending.
Welcome in, guys. It is a panda raid. Thank you so much, Panda. I appreciate that. We are making memory bears today, but at the moment I am trying to rip some seams in this shirt so I can use it for my fabric. So we are making this bear right here. Hold on just 1 minute. Let me move this out of my way. Making this bear right here. There we go.
And this is a full size row I'm making. I have on my lap, just so
That's
everyone can
cool.
see it as a table. And here I am making a shawl.
Right now, I'm holding on the camera so she can crochet because we don't have a tripod, but I'm making pot holders. I'm in the process of doing this one.
A new follower.
Together. Hell yeah! The process of it coming out.
Beauty and the Beast,
It's
thank
gonna
you
be
for the
like
follow.
these.
Nice. Happy, what's up? What's up? Yeah, we are doing a sewing collab.
Yeah, I am making some
We still need
Easter
to get
pillows.
together with ours too.
I will show you the print that I'm using in a second. This one's inside out because we're sewing it together. But I have one already put together. I just need to stuff it when I get the polyfill. But that is my little long rectangle.
Hi, caffeine
And I've
so
got two
badly.
squares.
I do too.
Nice. Yeah, that's
There we go.
trolled
You
by a
should.
girl on the bottom of the screen, guys.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then to
trolled.
your right, it is Allie
I'll
and
let her know.
Heidi. And then, of course, you got me. And I am sewing this bear right here. I'm doing some memory bears today.
I'll let her know when she's done.
There we go.
Hmm?
If you can see it, hopefully you can see it. There you go. That's what I'm making. And they're
Well,
crocheting
Allie and I
a
are
Afghan. I guess that's what you call it, right?
it's a
Oh, I
she's
forgot
making
my scissors are magnetic.
a full throw.
Yeah,
Full
a
throw,
full size
okay.
throw.
And this one right here she's working on it's gonna be a shawl.
This will be an open shawl.
And I'm doing pot holders. These are done. And then here's some more of the work I'm doing. I'm holding the phone, so I can't really crochet at the moment.
Yeah, we had Leanne Pickles. That's why we got the black screen, because we had a fourth that was going to join us, but she couldn't get her audio.
Smoke weed every day.
I did that
Mickey's like,
wrong.
ooh, pot holders.
Pot
Dang it.
holders. Oh, it said smoke weed every day because you said pot. Got pot on the
Right?
brain. It said smoke
Did I
weed
do
every
that
day.
wrong?
She's talking about pot holders. Not that kind of pot. Mickey, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. I hate that my sound alerts are not working, but it's probably because I had to update my Stream Deck and I didn't.
Yeah, I totally did that wrong. I gotta rip that
didn't
out.
fix it.
I'm getting the letter forward. I'll be getting off soon.
And I didn't think about fixing
Trying
it
to get
either.
lunch.
Do you want to know?
Make sure I get
We'll
all my
probably be getting
needles.
off of here soon though.
Okay.
We can
No
get some
worries.
things done, but
No worries. No worries.
Usually I can sit here for hours just doing this.
yeah.
You're hearing them? Good, good, good.
Okay,
Your
so
app hates you in
We
here?
make all kinds of fun
Why
things.
is
We
that,
can.
Beauty? Love watching people make things? Well, welcome in. I appreciate you coming in. We making lots of things.
I can make all kinds of things. We can make hats, pot holders, even regular hot pads versus this because these are reversible. Now Heidi's making, and these are the ones that have the double ones.
Mhm.
Well, where the other ones are where you could just put hot stuff on them.
Like with this one here, this right here could be a hot pad by itself. And this one here that I'm doing could be a regular hot pad.
Oh, that's
What
cool.
the difference is me taking this one and this one here,
Nice.
And
and it sews together, which makes a pot holder, which are these ones here that I have.
That's
we
cool.
have a. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we can make hats, scarves, shawls.
You're a crocheter too? Nice.
nice.
That's so cool.
I
And
do
we also make
crochet.
coasters like this.
Yeah.
Bath and toilet paper highway covers. So different types of things.
Yeah, I sew, I crochet, I kind of do it all.
Definitely. Thank you
so.
for coming in with that raid. I appreciate it.
I can also sew too, but I haven't sewed for so long. We can latch hook, cross. Well, we don't do cross stitch.
Latch
I
hook
thought one
is
learned
pretty
how to
fun.
cross
I like
stitch.
latch hooking.
Oh, I've not done
Mhm.
latch hook in a long time.
Me either.
I had a
We
little
have
rug
the
when I was a
latch
kid
hook
that I
kits,
made.
but we haven't done them lately.
Solid.
I'm not 100% sure what that even is.
I don't know right now with us moving.
Downstairs.
Everything's stored.
Yeah, everything's stored in the basement.
Uh-oh.
At least we have access to it, but it's like barricaded right now. It's like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's
It's hard
all
to
good.
get to everything when you move. I hate moving.
It is.
It's going well. See, we're doing
And
good.
after
Good.
that, we'd like to
Just
paint
chilling.
as well as doing like little woodworking projects.
Oh, the app wouldn't let you chat. Oh, I'm sorry. You crochet
Yeah.
punch needle. I don't know what punch needle is.
It's basically latch hook, but it's a different type of. It's a different instrument.
Oh, okay. That's neat. I'll have to look that up later. Oh yeah, I'm not that great. I mean, I've been sewing for a while, but I wouldn't call myself a professional by any means. I just enjoy doing it.
I would say
Same.
we're somewhat professional because we've been doing it for a very long time. We've been crocheting. I've been crocheting myself for 30 years. Heidi's, I'm not sure.
I probably since I was at some time when I was a kid. I don't know how old I was.
Mm-hmm. And then so we started doing the projects together, and I think we started about doing it more actively since 2009.
I think you could probably say I've done
I'm
it for
sure
about
you're
30
good
years.
too.
Like you, because I was probably around 11 or 10,
Damn,
maybe
you started
9.
early.
I think I might have been a little bit when I was 5, 6, but I didn't really get into it.
Hmm, that's early.
Yeah, and I'll be 41 soon, so yeah, it's been a long time.
You're still young.
Yeah, 30 years is a long time, and we're gonna be doing this until we die. For sure.
Okay.
And we're looking at the old bitty posts, and like we're gonna be doing that until the end of time.
Hey, at least it keeps you out of trouble.
Right?
Well, I used to get in trouble a lot, and I still did it, but it's like, forget it. I don't want to get in trouble anymore, so I just started crocheting more.
No, we're not done. I'm nowhere near done. I haven't even got my material ready yet, Lucifer's. Crafting takes time and
Yeah.
patience.
It does take time
It's
I
and
took
it's
patience.
impatience because
3 hours
if you
last
don't have
night to
enough
prep all this.
patience, and especially if you mess up,
Same
because
here.
you're gonna end up frogging it versus sitting there frogging it apart versus sitting there whipping it. Because once you get into it and once you really get into it, sometimes I can get really really fast.
And those sound
Yeah.
like sexual terms to all of us naive people, you know?
Crafting is honestly when you explain it to
Well,
somebody.
frogging
You
means you're
put
taking it
this in
apart, and you're
here,
whipping
and then
it,
it goes like
means
this.
that you're actually sitting there doing it, the work.
Yeah. I was
You put
just
the
teasing you.
thingy in the
I'm
thingy.
teasing. I know you're teasing. I was teasing you too.
Well, to others that don't know what whipping and frogging is, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna whip
explain
our
it to you.
projects to make sure they do right.
Right. Because when you frog it, it means you're taking it apart, and whipping it means you're actually.
I love this show.
Thank you, Solid. Love you. Yeah, we frog it. It's kind of like
Oh,
doggy
lovey
style.
dovey.
It's
Hi,
kind of
Solid.
like doggy style,
Solid.
but different. Froggy style.
It's froggy style.
It's froggy style.
Oh god, I'm gonna get this stupid frog song in my
This is
head
why
now.
this is an 18 and up chat, y'all.
Right?
We try to keep ours more PG-13, but now and then you'll start hearing us say things. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, geez.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work
Yeah.
for me.
I learned pretty immediately. I'm not a family friendly person when it comes
Yeah.
to streaming as far as my potty mouth goes.
I mean, I don't have anybody else
I
to
have too
worry
much
about
potty.
though. They live with somebody else, so they kind of got to watch what they do and
Yeah.
say. I mean, my kids are grown. My husband doesn't
I
care
have
what
a
I say,
toddler.
so
I don't care.
Well,
yeah.
when we were in Vegas, we had it more 18 mature.
Yeah.
But when we live with somebody, we have to kind of watch
Yeah, I
it.
understand that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's your parents too, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Well,
I have
sometimes the parents don't care, but after a while of hearing it, they're probably like, is everything okay in there?
Well, they would
Or just
probably think I was dying, especially this morning. I was literally about to rage out on Fortnite because I was so close to getting first place, and I was like, "Are you serious? I'm gonna get first place my first time playing solos. That would be badass."
I would.
I would take second though. It's alright. And they barely got me too. I wanted to
Aw.
video it. Yeah, it's because they were using the build mode, and I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the build mode. And I was getting like stuck and lost, like they were hiding inside of a brick wall. Ridiculous. But I see why people get ragey about games.
Yeah. The the two games that I can think of off the top of my head that have been toxic AF, and that's only because the people that make them, the company is notorious for that. But Riot League of Legends,
Mm.
Valorant,
That's
especially
fun.
with
That
my
makes you
username.
emaily.
Oh no.
I flame them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just load into a match and I get somebody toxic as fuck.
That's
Just
not cool.
bounce off because my username. Like I don't care about it. Like it doesn't bother me any. I don't take heart about it, but it's like really you're the reason why my username's that way.
Uh-oh. What is your username? Eat shit and die?
No, my username is the same as my Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Trolled by a girl.
Okay.
That's so my username started because of League.
Mm.
I was playing League of Legends and my username was trolled by a girl.
Ah,
In the most toxic game on the market at that point.
damn.
It was pretty
I'm
fun.
going to have me a corn dog, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not. I'm gonna have to do this again. I got it right this time, but did my fabric pulled a little bit and I did not get the right angle.
Give me 1 second, Chad. I'm gonna make me a corn dog real quick.
No worries. I just taking a quick little break to stretch my fingers and
Yeah,
Getting
that
the
was what I was thinking. My fingers are starting to get sore pulling those seams out.
getting the end of bias tape to meet together properly is like the bane of my existence.
Yeah, I was thinking about the pillows that I make. I was thinking about using that method where you roll the fabric up. I'm not sure what it's called. Is that binding?
Are you talking about how they roll it and fold it?
Yeah, like where they okay, like it's almost like a okay, let me show you on this pillow here because it has it on there. And they did the
Okay.
same thing on that.
I don't know how much longer I can sit here. Okay.
Like right
Oh.
here, this piece right here.
quit complaining, please.
See that?
Oh, the little tuck and bind to close
Yeah,
it off?
like
Yeah.
they used the fabric of this to do that with.
That's weird. I would have just
I
hand
think I-
sewn the two things together and not had a little extra fabric there.
Well, I think it just gives it like a
Hmm?
frame to the pillow.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you're talking like they put a little bit of like a bias tape in there. Okay.
Yeah, kind of, but they
I'm
made
just
it.
now saying.
Yeah, they made it out of the fabric that the pillow's made out of, and just kind of rolled it up and then sewed it in.
That's actually not that hard to make. It's just getting that on there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
How
you're
would you
basically
sew
making a
that
whole
in
bunch
there?
of tubes. So it's tubes, but when you sew tubes, you sew them inside out and then you flip them.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have to do that a lot.
I don't know. That sounds
And
hard.
flipping tiny tubes is not fun.
Yeah, that sounds hard.
It's like trying to turn a scrunchie inside out when you make scrunchies,
No,
but tinier.
that does not sound fun.
You talking like
No,
hair
that's not.
scrunchie?
Do what?
They make little tools to do it, but it's still
When you
not
say
easy
scrunchie,
with them.
what do you mean by scrunchie? Because
A
when I
hair
hear the word
scrunchie.
scrunchie,
Like a hair
I thought
scrunchie.
they had
So
a hair tie.
scrunchie.
You know, like a hair tie. Yeah.
If you look at
Yeah.
the camera, yeah, scrunchie. I have scrunchies. I have like a shit ton of scrunchies.
We
actually.
call them scrunchies around here. No, I'm joking. We do
They're
actually call them
that's the
scrunchies.
'90s term for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yes.
oh my god. When we talk about scrunchies, we have a collection of scrunchies.
I was gonna say you
Your
don't want me
favorite.
to bring my box down. I have a bucket of all the scrunchies I've made because when I first started
We have some
sewing
other
and
ones
selling
floating
stuff,
around.
I made a whole bunch of scrunchies. I think I am sitting on like 300.
Jesus, why don't
I
you
have
sell
so
them?
I have
I
half
would
of
love to
them
see your
made and
I
then
would
like the
love to
other
see
half
your
almost
scrunchie
done.
collection.
Why don't you
Someday.
You want to
sell
see
them?
it?
Sure.
Okay,
You
give me
want
a
to see my
second.
Absolutely.
collection? It's a different kind of collection, but you want to see mine?
You definitely do have some bright colors. I like to do some
I'd love to
patterns. I know a
see
lot
your
of people don't
collection
like patterns on
too.
scrunchies, but I like to
Big
do
big love to
prints.
you.
Um,
I have a collection of rocks and seashells.
So I'm gonna push that
That's
up.
awesome.
So I have
From all over the United
most
States.
of this is like my unlisted scrunchy stuff.
You're
Um,
unlisted.
yeah, so I have an Etsy.
Oh, okay,
I have
okay.
an
So you
Etsy.
are
I have a
selling it.
Ko-fi.
Gotcha.
I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm sitting on that I've made that I have not actually like listed to do that. So I have shiny scrunchies, glitters.
Nice.
I've got some bees. I've got basically from here down. This tub is full of scrunchies.
Oh wow.
That's a
I've got
lot
this
of
fabric, which
scrunchies.
is one of my favorites. This is a like a rainbow. I don't know if you can really see it in the light,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's shimmer rainbow.
Wow.
It's got like an iridescent sheen to it.
I
One of
would
my
totally buy
favorites.
that from you, girl. I love my scrunchies.
And then I've got Harry Potter. I've got a whole bunch of nerd fabrics
No
that I was starting to make them
way.
out of.
That's cool.
That's the Deathly Hollow symbol.
Nice.
I've got
I
some of his like
love it.
glasses. I've got like the lightning strike symbol. I did have a collection that I made for a while there where I had 3 collections when I first put them out. I'm trying to find the other ones. Where did they go?
We have watched those movies over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Claudia. Well,
Love Harry Potter.
yeah. Harry Potter was one of my favorites. I grew up in
Mm-hmm.
a very religious household, so I was not allowed to have me some Harry Potter.
Hmm.
But I think they're actually in my other bucket. But I have a whole bunch of like citrus fruit
Well, did
in
it
a set.
turn you evil?
It did not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a kind of a
Well, I
miracle,
mean,
I
I was
guess.
already at that point an atheist,
I was
so
already evil.
Oh my god, I'm
Turn
so
me
in love
into
with your
anything.
scrunchies.
yeah.
I was already evil, she said.
Oh, I was already past that
So
point.
what's going on,
Oh,
guys? How y'all
actually,
doing?
here's this one. So they were in my other bucket.
All right.
So these ones,
So you have all of that stuff on your Etsy or haven't yet put that on there?
these ones are on my Etsy.
Well, if you want to share your Etsy on the chat, you can. Or
Yeah,
give
give
it
me one
give
second.
it to me and I'll do it.
Yeah.
Cuz I
give
don't
me
know if
one
you
second.
I don't know if you can. I think you're just a
So
VIP.
We're thinking of throwing an Etsy account
where's
too
my
ourselves.
That would be cool. I had an
ah?
Etsy account for a little bit, but I just took it off because I was selling more to individuals and in and around my area.
So I don't know if you
I
can
had
make.
my ads on Nextdoor. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's a really good place
Yeah.
to sell stuff like that too.
I don't know if you can
Oh
tell what
my
that
god, I
is.
love
Oh, that's
those.
cute.
They're
Mm-hmm.
little piggies.
Those are
That
I
is
cute.
have a
cute.
animal collection it's got a kitty scrunchie, and then the
You're
piggies, and then
adorable. Adorable.
there
Oh,
was
Let me get my corn dogs.
where's
That
I
sounded weird, but it's
I
just a
had
look.
one that was here's the other pink one. So the pink
No
ones are all in a
comment, Lucy.
collection, but this one is a pink one, and it's got little hedgehogs on it,
Oh,
Oh,
and
how
it's like
cute. What
rainbow
about
hedgehogs
polka
are
sloth?
dots.
cute.
Do you have
What's
one with
hedgehog?
sloth on it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
With what?
Um, you
With
said
what on
frogs,
it?
right?
No, sloth.
I thought you said
Sloth?
thought.
No, I
I
don't have sloths.
It's better than what I thought. I thought you said thoughts. I was like, well, okay.
Thoughts.
You
So
got
this
any
is one of
thoughts
my
over there?
others that's on the Etsy. This is a collection set.
Oh, that is
So this has
cute.
got butterflies on the orange
I
fabric.
love butterflies.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
that is
a
really
kind of like
cute.
a nylon silk feel with
Super
velvet
cute.
polka dots on it.
I love
That's
them.
butterflies that matches the orange one, and then flowers to match the other blue
That is
with
Oh, I
the
love
orange
them.
flowers. So, yeah, I've got quite a few things up on there. I need to relist things and whatnot. Let me give you the link real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to get back into it. With my foot, I kind of took a break from everything.
I understand that.
I absolutely just love scrunchies since I was a little girl, and I'm addicted to scrunchies.
Yeah, I've always had
Love them.
long hair. The only time I've had it really, really short is like after my son, I cut it all off because my hair died. But I've always had really long hair, so I've always had scrunchies. Always.
I
Did you?
used to have long hair until I cut my hair recently.
Oh,
I
shoot.
cut it.
My
And
mic's
Heidi
trying to
cut my
die on
hair.
me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can it be plugged in at the same time?
No, I just walked upstairs for a second to grab something.
Oh, okay.
And
Like
it was like, nope,
died as
nope,
in
nope,
got too
nope.
far.
Yeah. It's like, nope,
Okay.
you're not doing that.
I thought you meant like dead as in you need to charge it then.
No, I made sure I did all that this morning before stream, thankfully. But I also made sure I set up the guest star and shit that too, and you seen how well that worked. Corn dogs are done, man.
Nice. Yummy, yummy corn
Lovely. I
dogs.
love those things.
What?
Corn dogs.
We haven't had any for a while.
Yeah, I don't usually eat corn
That's a
dogs,
beer
but
right one.
every once in a while they're okay.
Yeah.
We should get some.
I grew tired of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
We
what about
ate them
this
a lot.
Mediterranean diet? What kind of stuff do you eat? Is it more meats or vegetables or what?
More
Vegetables.
vegetables, but we throw in the protein with you got your eggs with your protein. We don't mind eating chicken. We love chicken, and you can especially you can still throw in the meat in there because we don't get enough protein if you don't.
Yeah.
But it's mostly lots of vegetables and lots of fruits.
Definitely.
I'm gonna have to send
And
this through to
and
Discord.
legumes are really good
Okay.
for you.
Yeah, do that and I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
And
because
some
it's not letting me
pastas.
do it through the chat on my computer. 'Cause that's where I was trying to do everything.
And moving on with the Mediterranean diet, and pasta's good as long as you do it in moderation. And we've switched to gluten free, where we found out it actually is just as good as regular pasta.
It
Mhm.
is.
It is. I like
And we
the
don't do
the
olives,
black bean
unfortunately. We
pastas.
never care for the taste of the olives. And
Corn dog,
we've
baby.
got to,
Corn dog.
and then we've got to watch what kind of nuts we eat because Heidi's finding out she
Okay,
can't
Mickey.
eat a lot of what was it, pecans, and she
Pine
can't eat
nuts.
pine nuts at all.
Oh no, you're allergic to them?
Mm-hmm. I am.
Damn. That sucks.
Like with avocados.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be right
Can't
back
eat
in just a second.
avocado.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, Heidi found out the hard way that she can't eat avocados.
I like them.
What do they do to you?
Make my mouth blue and my throat swell up, and I'm very allergic to them and stop breathing.
Oh, God. Steve-O, thank you for sticking around. Still here. Thank you for sticking around, Mickey. I appreciate that. And there is Trolled by a Girl's, what was it, Etsy account. You guys should go check it
Etsy.
out. I'm gonna check it out myself too. I'll save that page. Oh, that is super cute. Look at the
Screenshot that so we know.
the honeybee comb keychains. Damn, that was a mouthful. Just
Okay, I took a
lurking. Thank you,
screenshot, so I
Lucifer.
have
I
the
appreciate
Etsy.
it.
I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, because she's got some cool
I'm gonna
shit
go
in
check
there.
that out
Some
for
earrings
sure.
and hair bows and clips and all kinds of stuff. I like those butterfly clips. Those are pretty.
Oh my gosh, I love making jewelry.
I do
Jewelry
too.
is so fun to make. I think I took up making jewelry in high school.
I did a little bit when I was a child, and then when I was a
That's cool.
teenager.
I want to learn how to do pottery and blown glass stuff.
I've done
I
that.
love blown glass.
I've
Blown
done that
glass
when I
would
was
be
a little,
cool.
but I did that a little bit when I was younger, but I stopped being around the people that did it, so I stopped doing it.
Oh, we do it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can think of the ghost movie and
I thought she was talking about the glass blowing thing. I was like, yeah, that would be super cute. You can blow together.
you know, in the movie Ghost, and they're sitting there doing the pottery.
Yeah, that would be cute too.
I was teasing Heidi.
Yeah. You'll have to get up behind her and slowly caress her back with your non-existent penis, like Patrick Swayze does.
Oh my god.
Well, then again,
Allie.
those are the practical ones.
I'm glad I'm sitting here holding a damn camera.
You need to get a tripod. I would be irritated about. Do you not have a stand or something?
No.
Anything like a picture
been
frame stand? That would work too.
No, because
No.
everything we have is in boxes down
Hello.
Ah, damn, that sucks.
So I've
Ready,
been sitting here
Rampage,
holding
what
this
was
damn
that?
camera for. I've been sitting here holding this damn camera this whole time.
Damn. I'm sorry, I'm eating some corn dogs at the minute, taking a short little break. Getting some dogs in the face.
No comment on the corn dogs.
She swallowed. Don't swallow them whole.
I'll try not to. They're pretty big, so.
Don't
Don't get too
They're
excited.
not the mini dogs.
Don't choke on the stick.
Oh man, now you got me worried.
I'm back. Perfect time to come back.
Yeah, perfect time to come back.
You have something to suck on and eat. Say, ooh, yum.
Listen,
Yum.
there's a lot of things you can choke on.
Cucumbers.
Yeah,
Especially if you make them homemade pickles. Ooh, yum.
You're gonna make me drop the phone.
I got some mini cucumbers yesterday. They look pretty good. They're just small ones though. They're just mini ones.
Pour them in your mouth like a squirrel.
I will. And I'll take a picture of it and send it to all of you.
Okay.
What you been up to, Revy? How you doing? Sorry about that. Not really. Sorry, not sorry.
Sounds like wow.
What is this stream? This is a crafting stream, bro.
You're gonna make me drop the phone.
I didn't know what was going down right then.
Time to get your craft on.
Yeah, get your craft on. I think you're doing a marvelous job, both of you.
I'm just more frustrated at this bias tape.
My hands about ready to fall out of my hand.
My brain's getting thrown for a loop trying to do bias tape inside out. Basically. Like the backwards way. Because normally I do bias tape at the end and not like. So
Don't you mouth off to me or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
How the fuck do I do this?
Wow, I can't believe
I don't
I
like
left
doing
those
bias
shades.
tape. Slap you right in your
I
penis,
haven't
Revy.
been here holding this.
Like I
You're
don't
just
mind it.
doing
I
it.
just ending it is the bane of my existence because I
Yeah.
always get thrown.
That
Like, am I doing it right? Is it going the right way? I always end up having to rip it because like I'll do it the right way and then just be like slightly off on my corners. Oh. You're gonna hear a child. He
I
is
was gonna
kind of
say, it sounds
upset
like
that
he's
I've
up right
locked
now.
him out.
Uh-oh.
Well, I've had to lock the dog out because he's gonna bulldoze the door open. And now the child has seen me because I left to go potty. And now he's like, I want mama.
Oh my.
I'm like, no, child. Not yet.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Revy. How you been doing? We're doing a little bit of everything. Troll's making a pillow, and Allie and Heidi are crocheting. Well, Allie's crocheting, Heidi's holding the phone, and not happy about it.
But I'm showing off what I have made.
Yeah, and her pot holders are amazing. Show them again.
Hold
got-
on a second.
You guys show your stuff off.
No.
Not your bathroom stuff. That stuff. Those really are good. You did a really good job. My grandmother used to make
What's this?
those kind.
Oh shit. There's this one. And then I got this one here. And then I have a different one here I'm making. You have to stitch these together. They'll pretty much be like this set here. These ones here are all done in the red and blue. And the yellow and pink ones are going to be pretty much the same kind of pattern for these. Because someone bought these and they wanted them the same way for matching.
Thank you. Why do you have to break from that?
And also, if I didn't make them as pot holders, this would be like a regular hot pad. That's how this one is, and this one here. They're just pretty much hot pads sewn together.
Okay, I did it again.
Oh, my hand's breaking. My hand's falling asleep.
Time to rip everything out again.
Oh no.
So,
Those
well,
are
we
really
also
good.
make other
So-
things too.
I fixed it and I did it right the second time and just got the wrong angle on the corners.
Mhm.
And then I just redid it and did it right how I did it the first time. And messed it up again.
They are.
And then Allie's got her blanket here on top of her other stuff she is working on.
Yeah, I'm working on a shawl.
I
I'm
gotta
just taking a break.
Bathroom.
I have a toddler ready to bust down this door.
I'm dark for a second, guys. It'll just be a second.
I might have to go placate him for a minute or two.
Do what
I
you
don't know
gotta
if
do.
you guys can hear him like jiggling the
I can hear him
handle
a
on the
little bit,
door.
but not bad. He's like, Mama, I want
I'm just taking
you.
a hand break.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. He just said mama. Mama. Okay. I'm gonna have to go get him. I guess one tiny hug good morning was not enough for him.
No.
Now he's knocking. Okay.
He's like,
I'm gonna be
Mama.
right back.
Okay.
Woo woo. Okay.
It's good to hear, Revy. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Just trying to
Here's
get
the
some of this
progress.
crafting stuff done. We are making this little bear
That
right
is
here.
so pretty.
I've actually made a ton of them before, but that's the bear we're gonna be making. I'm gonna be making it out of my dad's clothing. I'm making all of my siblings a bear, or a bear or a pillow, whichever one they ask for. And of course,
You're doing this one?
I'm gonna make my mom a quilt, and that's Heidi's up top.
I'm showing off the blanket I'm making.
Yeah, that's how it is. Oh, is there
And
4
then-
colors in it? Oh, I didn't even. Excuse me, I didn't even realize there was 4 colors in it.
No, this has got 3
Oh, okay.
different ones. I got the orange.
Oh, I guess it's just
then
a
there's
blended
this one.
color.
Yeah, and then the brown.
Okay, I'm back to fix my
So when you
mistake.
threw it together, it looks
That
like
didn't
that.
take too long.
No. I just basically had to have a conversation with him.
Oh. He misses you.
Well, he woke up and I was already streaming. So.
And then here's the shawl we're working on right now. Look how far I've gotten so far. It's pretty.
Awesome. Good job.
Thanks.
I'm gonna for my trash.
Oh, yeah.
Too far.
Nice, hi. Say hi, hi.
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 This room.
Here is a mess.
Yeah, we've got stuff over here we still have to go through.
Yes, we
You
are
can see we're
having
still
fun, LG.
unpacking.
Did you figure out what was going on with your stuff, LG? Why it
And
wouldn't
there's
hook up?
Doggy. Here's our Budgie.
Doggy.
Doggy. There's Lacey. And there's
Aw.
Lacey.
Lacey? What's
Lacey,
up,
want to say
Lacey?
hi?
Cutie.
The puppers.
Say hi, Lacey. We are having fun.
Unamused.
We are having fun, Leah.
We are.
Wish you were here.
No?
And we need to
man.
invest in a tripod.
Yeah, we need a tripod.
Yes,
New
for
one.
sure. Yeah, they don't cost that much.
My
either.
arms fell asleep.
You can turn.
I
Keep
know
sitting
I
still.
would, but she keeps moving. It's all good.
Bring the basket over here.
No, because I don't want our faces and it
Mm.
moves. It's all good.
I feel that. It is cute. What you been up to lately, Revy? One said I had to use Chrome, and then I said I had to be live, but I don't know. Well, I had to fix a bunch of sound stuff for mine to even work, so that could have been your issue too, that you just needed to fix your sound stuff. It gives you an option when you take the invite or accept the invite to go into your sound controls too,
Yeah.
and that's what I did. But mine was unrelated to that. I had did an update and just didn't make sure that my stuff was in the right category or whatever. Not category, but just the volume settings or whatever.
She made me hungry for a corn dog.
Do what?
We ain't got none. You made me hungry for a corn dog. We ain't got none.
It was pretty good, and I don't even really eat corn dogs all that much.
I don't either.
You made me hungry for corn dogs too.
Good thing they're cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them. I got that whole box for like $6.
I only eat them when my toddler refuses to eat his.
Well, luckily, my youngest son still likes them. My oldest son's a vegetarian, so he doesn't eat anything like that. My husband doesn't like stuff like that, and my youngest son's the only one that'll eat anything like that. Been doing good, Revy. Been doing good. Just been being lazy. Oh, you've been streaming early mornings, yeah. I've been kind of busy with IRL stuff lately, so I've been kind of hit or miss on streams here lately. I've been giving lurks mostly, but had to do stuff in the real life, so it is what it is.
I think I've got it right this time. Crossing fingers.
It's crumbly. You may want to call it.
We're gonna call it quits here in 10 minutes, you guys.
Okie dokie. Trolled, what's your time frame?
I think I've got probably about another hour or so before I can
Okay, we'll stick
have
out
to
with
stop.
that.
My husband said he's not too bad at work, so
That's good.
wait.
We would love to stay, but we've got to eat lunch. We haven't had lunch. We just had one of our protein bars. They're gonna hold us back for a little.
What you gonna have for lunch?
So we're getting hungry. I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Not corn dogs, though.
No. No. We might make spaghetti for dinner.
Sounds good.
Mm,
I haven't had spaghetti in a while either.
yeah, me too.
We're having hamburgers.
And then we're
for
gonna
dinner.
cut up those. Yum! I love hamburgers. And then we're gonna cut those cucumbers and carrots.
Oh yeah. I might do a salad with the cucumbers I bought. They look really fresh.
That reminds me, I have a cucumber. I have to eat soon. I've forgotten it's in there.
We still have to cut ours up. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had hamburgers, well, other than the last hamburger joint we went to, and it was kind of crappy. Seems like every time we go out to eat here
might
lately,
go-
it's crappy.
Yeah.
We may go out to. We may actually go to the diner.
That'd be cool.
They have
lunch.
lunch specials for $7.49. You can get like a soup and salad and a drink, or a salad and or a side and a sandwich, or a
Nice.
side and a soup or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty
I
good.
think that's what we'll probably do.
My grandparents used to like
just
places
go-
like that, meat and threes.
They have a 50s diner here.
No, that's cute.
That's where they have. We try to do the lunch specials. And
Yay.
then they have the lunch special on until I think they just
Till
started it.
4? Yeah.
Yeah.
It started at 11 actually. So it's at 11 till 4 o'clock. Excuse me.
Until 4 o'clock.
That's
man.
why we're gonna go.
That's a
We
long
That's
might-
why
lunch
we're gonna
special.
go sneak off. We're gonna go grab something.
And
to
we
eat.
might go downtown and just kind of browse around
That'd be cool.
if you want.
Maybe.
Sounds like fun.
No, I'm talking about some of the things. I don't know
Yeah.
if you want to.
Maybe.
We have a really cool downtown area here. There's like a waterfall and everything, like a suspended bridge. It's really nice. We go down there when we got nothing better to do usually and walk around.
They have a
Cool beans.
Well, I haven't really drilled past it. So this is my hometown we're in, but I haven't been here for so long. They built a what is that? It's like a little water fountain. It has
Porcelain
porcelain dogs around it.
I think
Nice.
they added a porcelain horse on it.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
And I kid you not, these towns here in Ohio, you would literally feel like you're in Europe.
They're historical. They have the roads. They're brick roads.
Oh, that's neat.
Because there's this one town we went to, and they had the giant cuckoo clock. I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Sugar Creek.
Okay.
And then we love hiking. There's so many hike places here.
Really? You guys go hiking, huh?
Yeah.
I love to go
When we
hiking
were in
myself.
Vegas, when we lived in Vegas, we used to go to Utah and go to Zion National Park.
Oh, nice. I've never been there, but I've heard it's nice.
And we went to the Grand Canyon in Arizona.
We've been there, yeah. Been to Grand Tetons. And...
It's not much to look
we
at,
took
but
my daughter.
hole in the ground.
That was funny. One.
We,
It's a
Our
boring hole in
daughter
the ground. As a
What?
native, I can tell you
They
it's not
eat-
worth it. Don't
What?
come to
Our daughter
Arizona if
came
you
to-
just want to see the Grand Canyon.
I love the
yeah,
Grand Canyon.
our
Yeah,
daughter
it's
came to
pretty.
visit.
Like,
us
it's
and-
pretty and all, but if that's the only
Yeah.
thing you're coming to Arizona for, there's plenty of other things to go for.
Yeah. Well, our daughter came to visit us in Vegas, and she wanted to go to the Grand Canyon, so we went and took her. And she was 12, going on 13.
Yeah.
And she looked down at the hole in the canyon. She's like, "Well, that's a big ass hole."
And it echoed.
It echoed the whole thing, and everybody heard her.
Oh my
And
god.
she got embarrassed.
That is a big
Her
asshole.
face turned
It is a
red.
big asshole. Very big asshole.
It's a very big ass hole that some idiots like to fall into.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
lot.
and
And
literally,
then they
the-
had
almost.
Scary.
I want to say
they had a Flintstones replica place that we went to and we
Yep.
took her, and she loved that.
Oh,
Yeah,
neat.
that's
closed it,
probably
though.
funner than the Grand Canyon.
Well, when
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
went,
okay.
We took her there first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
she wanted to go
kids.
to the Grand Canyon. And then we were going to take her to Arizona, but we didn't get a chance to go there.
mm, Well, when we went cross country, we went to the Grand Canyon, Grand Tetons, Yellowstone. Um, we went all over the place, literally. We went to just about everything we could on the way to Montana.
But yeah,
Oh,
I would say
awesome.
probably like 98% of the time that people actually get killed at the Grand Canyon is
Stupid shit.
because they did not look at the warning signs that says don't go near the cliffs because they're
Hmm.
crumbling. There's a reason why it's
Yeah.
called erosion.
Yeah, most of them will try to get to the edge of the cliff and take damn selfies and die
Yep.
over it. It's like, what the
Selfie stick,
hell?
lean too far over, and
That and the
bye.
Hoover
Gotta run
Dam,
for work. All right, babe. Love you too. Have a good day.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Yes,
Yep.
Niagara
The Hoover
Falls is
Dam.
beautiful too if you've never been there.
That's beauty. Yep.
I would love to go.
We
Niagara
haven't been
Falls
there,
is
but we've
beautiful.
seen it.
Definitely need to take a trip out there if you've never been.
Okay.
Definitely want to. We love waterfalls. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I can't
As
say
much
too
as
much else
dolphins.
about Buffalo, other than it's got the
Let me show you your
the
tattoo.
Niagara
Show my
Falls.
tattoo.
There's
Here's Allie's
some
tattoo.
pretty things about northern
Oh, what is that? A
New
dolphin?
York, but you
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
have to
nice.
go. You kind of have to go
I have a
north
wolf
to
on my
get
leg.
some of the beautiful spots out there.
Yeah.
The farther away you get from New York City, the beautiful, like the more beautiful the view is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of New York City. I went there to see the Statue of
Not
Liberty.
either.
We got turned around so bad that we missed our ferry, and then I never did get to go over to the island to see the Statue of Liberty, so we just took pictures of it from afar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Ellis
went
Island.
as
The
a kid.
Yeah, Ellis Island.
It's my most of my family lives up in New York, and so I used to visit them as a kid. And so I went to New York City. Did not like it. Most of my family lives in like Hudson and
Export,
Albany
welcome in.
area. There's this really pretty place in Catskills.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that sounds good.
I
I
keep
want to go
forgetting the
there.
name of the mansion, but the whole gist around it is this guy is an architect, like old school architect back in like the 20s and 30s, and he built
Uh-huh.
this house for his wife who got sick while he was building it and ended up dying before it was finished. But it's just this most beautiful like mansion on this freaking hill overlooking a man-made lake in the shape of a heart. Like
Oh,
he built this whole house in love of her.
that is awesome.
And it's so
I
pretty.
would
Like people
love.
get
Mhm.
married there. The gardens there are so beautiful.
That is
Like there's
sweet.
definitely more beautiful sights the like
Ugh.
the more north you go in New York,
Yeah,
away from that city.
I would love to go to the Catskills because
me too.
of one of the movies my favorite movie of all times was filmed there, and I'm thinking, oh my god, that'd be super pretty.
I would love to go to Catskills
Mhm.
too. But I hear it's expensive as hell.
It is.
Yeah.
New York's pretty expensive.
The closest we've got to the Statue of Liberty was in Vegas at the New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was there in front of it. I just didn't get on the ferry. We missed the ferry. We missed the ferry by like
Your phone
30
needs charged.
minutes.
Okay.
It's the battery thing came on.
And the GPS kept
So we
taking us
will need to
around and
cut
around in
this
a
short.
circle.
Or get ready.
I know. We will have to let you cut this short. Her battery's about ready to die on
And
the phone.
our
Okay.
time ups, anyways.
Alrighty, well, you guys have a great day. It's been fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it again
Thanks for
sometime.
That's
hanging
how
out.
much she's gotten done, though, of her shawl.
That
just
looks
so you
really
know.
good.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah. No, I really like that yarn.
All right,
It's
let me
pretty.
give you guys a shout out real quick before you go. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining
Okay.
today. I don't hate
Oh,
the
thank
guest
you,
star.
because
The
we've been
guest star's
talking
pretty
about
good.
doing this.
We could do this again. We
Definitely.
could stay on here for hours, actually.
Yeah, as soon
But I
as you
have to
guys
have a
get
tripod.
yeah, I was gonna say as soon as you guys get a tripod anyway. That way it won't be
Most
so
definitely.
tough on you and both of you can get into it too if you have a tripod.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're going to invest in
Look,
one.
but I have to get my work. I just started working back up again, so we got to get our funds up until I can
Yeah.
get one.
Definitely. Well, you got some Twitch money coming now, so hopefully that can buy your stream
And
stuff
then
at the least.
And then we try to do, and then we
Exactly.
try to do the stream together, considering we only have the one chair. So we try to do it both together, take turns. But when we were in Vegas, we had two chairs, so it made it easier.
So
I think
most
so.
definitely.
This thing is not giving me the shout out thing for some reason.
But if you have to, you can always shout us out later.
You can go ahead and go if you need to. I know your phone's about to die. I'll go ahead and do it for you. But
Our
I appreciate
phone's
you guys. You
yeah,
guys
her
have a
phone's
good
about
one.
to die.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one. All right. That is them, I believe. Let me make sure. Freaking, thank you for sticking around. There we go, and that is Allie and Heidi, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to check them out when they're streaming and get notifications when they go live, click that little heart right above you. And we will, they already dropped out. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can pull. We'll pull this one.
I find that funny. I see your green screen now on the guest star page now that they dropped out.
Yeah.
Your stuff popped up.
That's my new that's supposed to be a surprise, but apparently she wanted to capture herself before I closed her down. But that is my new VTuber. That is actually a pic. They took a picture of me and created that VTuber.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, so I need to ask you all about that when we're not like streaming. But I was thinking about doing the VTuber thing
Yeah,
and
that is
actually
the new
devoting
Lucy,
both of my
ladies and gentlemen.
cameras to crafting.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, a VTuber is the best way. I think, I mean, like, especially with crafting and stuff like that. I mean, of course you're gonna let them see what you're doing, but as far as like a persona, you don't necessarily have to have yourself. That way
Yeah.
you ain't gotta worry about fumbling or whatever, just whatever.
Yeah. I make some really weird faces sometimes when I'm sewing and I like stick my head on my sewing machine. So I'm like, doing that on stream is probably not ideal.
Well, I do the same thing, so I don't really, I don't really want that
So I'm not
everything I
alone
do
with
to
that
be
one.
seen either. Not necessarily everything I do to be seen.
Yeah.
Trying to find the best place to put this so you guys can see what I'm doing and see what she's doing. So I'll put her right there and you guys can see me in the big screen this time. And Lucy's like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's funny that I didn't even see that until just now.
No, she looks good. I like it.
Yeah, she is. She turned out pretty good. She turned out pretty good. I was kind of surprised. The eye colors are kind of I don't know, just like base colors, so they're not really, so to speak, like my
Mhm.
eyes have a bunch of different colors in them, like blue and green and just all
Yeah.
kinds, and they change colors too. So some days they'll be a little more blue than other days, and sometimes they'll be a little bit
It
more
change
green.
colors based on like what you wear and
Like
like
what
the
my mood
lighting.
is, mine does. Like what kind of mood
Oh
I'm
wow.
in. Yeah, it really does. But really, the only person that knows that is like, I mean, people that know me very well can
Yeah.
judge by my eye color what kind of mood I'm in.
Hmm.
Like, oh, you don't want to fuck with her right now, okay?
Let's just walk
Yeah,
away.
let's just leave. It'll be fine.
We'll come back later.
But yeah, so I went with the green one because they only had like green, blue, gray, and none of my eyes are that color, so the closest thing
Yeah.
to it is the green. And of course, that's what it says on my driver's license, green.
I found that I think the older I get, the lighter my eyes are. Mine are brown, and like they always used to be like deep brown, and I feel like they're getting to the point where they're almost like light as hazel
Hmm,
sometimes. But it's
that's,
only gotten like that way the older I get.
that's not a bad thing, I guess.
I hated having brown eyes as a kid, so I guess not. Got my wish.
Yeah, my dad and my little brother, my youngest brother, have brown eyes, and my mom always used to say that was because they were full of shit.
Yep. My dad said the same thing. It's because you're full of shit.
Yeah. She might not have been wrong.
I don't think my dad was wrong either, honestly. Considering how I turned out.
Oh, you're marvelous. What are you talking about?
I ended up being a shit.
Nah, I don't believe it. Not for 1 second.
Oh, I went from goody two shoes to fuck that shit.
I
Real
feel that.
fast after
mean,
I graduated high school.
I wouldn't say I was ever a goody two shoes, but there I went through a spell where I was like, you know what? What is any of this gonna get me? You know, like what is actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What is that gonna get me? Let me have a little bit of fun.
I'm glad honestly that I second guessed myself because I was in the ROTC. Like I said, I was hardcore like military all the way. I had applied to some military schools. I had been accepted. I was doing paperwork, and then I was like, you know what? Let me really think about it. Do I really want to wear a uniform for the rest of my life? Do I really want to answer to somebody else?
For real.
No, not really.
It would be good money though. Well,
It would have been good money. I
decent
would have
money.
had a scholarship doing it. I just decided I just didn't want to do it. And knowing now what I know now about like Afghanistan and all that fun stuff, yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good point there. There's some shady shit that went down in all the wars that we've been involved in, so I don't blame you there.
Oh, and female soldiers to be exact? Hell no.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you were like office job or anything. Just being a female soldier, you're kind of not saying that's a bad thing
Yeah,
if you really want to do that, but
yeah, you
you really
definitely
have to
put yourself in
know.
a
Yeah,
weird situation.
you definitely have
I've
to know
known
what you're getting into.
females that have told me that they go in thinking that, that's going to be like a separate thing for guys and gals, and yeah, sure it is in some ways, but they mingle a
But
whole lot.
uh-huh. Yep.
They mingle a
And
whole
there's stuff
lot, and
that's
they get
bound to
drunk,
happen.
and they get drunk, and they get high, and they have fun, and they party.
Things
I mean,
happen. Things are
things
told to be
happen everywhere
hushed.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, I didn't want to deal with that one. I was like, nah. So I worked in kitchens and dealt with guys.
just dealing with them somewhere.
The one thing I did dislike about the whole process was the stam testing
Yeah, is it hard?
to get in. The ASVAB. Ugh.
I was bad at tests, so I probably would have failed it anyway.
It was like taking another SAT or ACT test.
No.
But
I
this
never, I
time it
never
was
took
more of
that.
like,
Never took that.
here's some common sense questions. Answer these correctly, and we'll see what kind of career you'll have. If you're dumb, you're not going to have very much selection. If you're smart
You're just
and
gonna
have
be
common
fucked.
sense, you can choose from pretty much anything.
Facts. That's real life for you, right there.
Yeah.
Summed up. There's real life.
It's like having a test for
if you're
your
dumb
career.
as fuck, you're gonna get shit. I think it's more like people that don't have common sense usually end up getting the worst shit. Not even dumb people, just people that don't have any
Just
kind of common
lack
sense.
of common sense.
Yeah.
Lack of common sense when to close her mouth, when to not say something, what to say, what not to say.
Exactly. I mean, I struggle sometimes with a filter, but it's not anything.
I think everybody kind of struggles.
It's not anything bad. If I don't say anything, try to say anything rude to anybody, it's usually just perverted off colored shit.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Is I don't have a filter, and I kind of sometimes can be a flirt to the wrong people, and they take it the wrong way, and I'm like, I'm just literally flirting to have fun, not actually flirting with you.
Yeah.
I'm just shits and giggles, basically.
Shiggles.
Actually, I don't tell people this, but I'm gonna probably regret this. But
Uh-oh.
in
Well,
high
you're telling a
school,
lot of people.
in high school, my nickname was Tiggles.
Oh God. I don't even want to ask, but I can imagine.
Yes.
Titty giggles?
Yes, basically.
Damn. Damn, I'm good at this, and I didn't even, I never called people nicknames and shit, or mean nicknames
And
or
I'm
anything like
probably
that.
gonna regret that now.
No, I will forget it, I promise you.
But
I don't know about the rest of these people in here, but I will.
gonna have random people popping into my
Hey,
stream.
Tiggles, how you doing today? So, Tiggles, can I get your digits?
Yeah, like even after I left high school, like when I still kept in contact people, they still called me that. And I was like, do you really honestly not know my name?
Probably not, because people are assholes like that. There was honestly this one girl, and I know her name now, but when we were in school, I won't even say the name because it's not very nice. But they all called her the same thing, and she was a really big girl, like I mean like not big as in, you know, plump. She was just a tall, very big girl all the way around. She was
Yeah.
probably I mean, she was tall as fuck. I don't even know how tall she was. She was just the